And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Air Podcast, man. After hours, this is Drone with some lovely ladies and Hoe Math. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Nobody cares, bro. Get out. Get out.
Yo, put your shoes on outside. You don't got to put them on in here.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Air Podcast, man. We got Hoe Math in the house, man. So what we're going to do, since we got a special guest here, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and just go right into the intros. And then I think Hoe Math will go into any questions he has. And then, obviously, we'll just go from there. So, and then we'll read chats after. So, guys, get your chats in now.
Yep.
Because obviously, as you guys know, as the show continues on and goes up. So, get them in now while you guys can. And we'll read them after the first set of questions. So, I guess we can... Chris, what do you got?
Yes,
Bro, you should be giving yourself a Don DeMarco, nigga.
Yo, I shouldn't?
That's me, Myron.
Not today.
That's me doing it.
Not today?
Not today.
Why
man.
not? Why, what's up?
You know why.
I know why. What do you mean?
Nobody else in the chat will tell you.
Don't make him say it, bro.
That's me giving him Don DeMarco, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Okay, ladies, welcome to the show officially. If you don't mind, give us your name, your age, what you do for a living, dating status, and if you want to, of course,
Your body count.
we'll start right here. Welcome to the show.
My name is DL Dupree. I'm 38. I'm a realtor.
Damn.
Really?
Really.
Couldn't tell 38. Where are you from?
Denver.
Denver? All right. Actually, yeah, dating status?
What's that?
Dating status?
A single.
Single? All right. Parents together or no? Parents
No.
together? No? Also, highest education level?
High school.
High school? And then last but not least, birth control?
Birth control.
Yeah.
No, it's toxic.
It's toxic?
It's toxic.
It is.
I'm a hippie.
Interesting.
she's from Denver.
There you go.
So
You smoke weed?
Not anymore. I got yoga and meditation now.
Okay. Oh, and then Chris, your favorite question.
Wait, she does yoga and meditation? Man, you can tell.
She belongs to the streets.
That's all, bro. Like, her body, what? Body count? Your body count?
If you want to, you can.
I lost count.
It's over 9,000.
What did I say?
all right, who's up next?
What about you?
Hello, my name is May. I'm from
I'm sorry, it's May. You said?
it's May. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I am here visiting, and did I say I'm 29?
No.
Okay, I'm 29 years
Damn.
old. Damn.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a esthetician. I do like facials, waxing, all things beauty.
Okay. What's your background?
I'm Somali.
Ah, okay. Allah
Allah Akbar. That's my cousin.
Sudan.
Don't
Not really.
Don't
It's
diss
really
Myron like that.
different,
We're like so close to each other.
Yeah,
they're
Myron.
close.
Don't diss Myron like that.
Why
What
would
do
that
you-
be a diss to Myron?
Don't worry about it. Highest education level completed?
College.
You got your bachelor's or?
No, I actually, for esthetician, I just got like a diploma.
Oh.
Okay. Great, cool.
Certificate?
Yes.
Cool.
Went to trade school.
Certified, licensed.
All right. Relationship status, you said single?
I am single, yes.
And are your parents together still or no?
My parents are very much together,
Okay.
All right.
still, and
Birth
they will stay
control?
together.
Birth control?
I plead the fifth on that.
Okay, definitely are then.
Yeah.
No, I don't really believe in birth control.
No, you're not.
I think it's like hormonal and like
Okay.
there's other reasons for it.
You have kids?
No kids.
Okay.
I'm just smart.
You want kids?
I do someday when
What?
I'm married and yeah.
Well, Tom's sick and you're 29.
Pardon me?
You're 29, so Tom's sick right now.
Yeah, my mom said the same thing.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to your mom.
Well, she ain't lying then.
She ain't lying.
Do you live in Miami now? Or you just visit? You said just visiting,
No,
right?
I'm just visiting.
Okay. What about you? Do you live here now, Miss Denver, or are you just visiting?
No, I live here.
You live here. How long you been in Miami?
I've been in South Florida for like 12 years now.
Oh, okay. You've been here a minute. Okay. What about you?
I'm
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. This is my lucky number, so hopefully this goes well. My name's Savannah. I'm 24. My occupation, I do a little bit of everything: reality TV, business owner, modeling, all of it. And then birth control. No, it gave me a brain tumor. Every time y'all kept saying the hormonal stuff, I'm like, I have a freaking story. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the birth control is what gave me my brain tumor. So if y'all aren't on it, don't start it.
Don't start.
Yeah. And then, wait, what was the other question?
Oh, that's crazy.
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Texas, but I moved here like a year and a half
What
ago.
part of Texas?
East Texas.
Where?
Texarkana, Longview. Y'all probably don't know where that's at, but
I know where it is.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Texas, I will be in Texas tomorrow, guys. Tune into InfoWars, 1 p.m. and then again at I think 5 or 6. Going to be on Alex Jones, so that's going to be a good time. So we're no debrief and no well, there isn't Fresh Fit tomorrow anyway, but no debrief tomorrow, guys. So that's where I'll be tomorrow. Okay, what do you do for work? You said.
So I was on a Netflix show, reality TV. I have a couple other things lined up, and then I model a little bit. I'm getting into editorial, and then I have a business, Savage Seller, that is currently being developed right now.
Okay, what's your predominant form of income then?
All of it, at all. It's
the biggest one.
Yeah, like which one is like where you spend the 40 hours a week?
All of it. My business and modeling, probably social media
Business?
a little bit. Yeah, Snapchat.
Okay.
All right.
Stuff.
Relationship status?
It's complicated.
That was like
I don't know.
Oh, she fucking guys.
Oh no, actually.
Yep.
2 guys?
All right, so who doesn't want to commit, you or him?
Both of us. We met on a TV show. We want to go on more TV shows.
Oh, gotcha. Which one?
We were on The Circle on Netflix, season 7. It's like a reality. It's not like a dating show because I didn't want to go out and like my grandma watches that. So I was like, my first Netflix show, I don't want it to be me like being like a thotty on TV. So I needed to like mature a little bit before I got into the world.
Interesting. Doing big things. All right.
Okay. Are your parents together?
No.
All right. And then birth control for you said no, right? Tumor.
Yeah.
And then highest education level completed?
College.
Bachelor's degree?
Yeah.
In?
Marketing and advertising, and then I double majored, and then a minor in like business communication.
Where'd you get it from?
Texas Tech University.
Okay.
Rectum Tech. Am I allowed to do that?
No, you're fine. All right. What about you? What's your name?
All right, Naomi, originally from Detroit, Michigan, and Tennessee. 2 kids, don't want more. I'm divorcing and engaged. I do real estate, a little bit of modeling here and there. Body count is too much to count. And yeah, that's pretty much about me.
How old are you again?
32.
32.
Yes, sir.
Damn. A lot to take in there.
Very much so.
What's the background?
Black.
Yeah, shit, nigga.
Mutt. Very much mutt.
All right. So hold on. 32, Detroit. What did you do for work?
I do real estate right now. I just re-signed and renewed, so I'll be signing back on. But before
Are you
that,
a
I was
realtor
stay at home.
What are you specifically within real estate?
That a realtor, like
a realtor.
an
Okay,
associate.
okay,
yes.
a real estate agent. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And you sell property here or in Detroit or in Tennessee?
Oh, everything here. I've been in Florida for the last going on 6 years from Tennessee.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you live here and do you live here in Miami or somewhere else?
I'm in Hollywood, so not too far away.
Close to Mo.
Yeah, well, just enough to like be cool, calm, and collected, and come down 30 minutes just to party.
All right. And you said highest education was what? College or no?
So I did 1 year at AIU for business management.
Okay.
I came from school with it. I was in FBLA. I was on every social media platform. I worked.
But high school is the highest completed.
Group. Well, 1 year of AIU.
Yeah, we always go.
It closed down. So it wasn't my fault to not continue my education. It was their fault. And I even got paid from it because they closed down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Relationship status?
I am divorcing and engaged.
Okay.
Very much. Big man.
So I think that's the first time we've seen that.
Surprisingly, I don't stay single for long. I'm a wife.
All right. Are your
Parents
together?
are not together. Haven't been together since I was very young. My mom didn't let men inside the house around us. My dad was a frivolous whore.
God damn.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay.
So,
And
yeah.
then birth control for you?
Very much so. And I'm getting fixed. So if any transformers want to buy my uterus, they can. Pelvic is sold separately.
What the?
Uterus is slightly used. I got 2 kids. I told you.
Yo.
Very much so. It's slightly used.
You
the
are so
pelvic
straight up.
is sold separately.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. What about you? What's your name?
My name is Danielle Danae. I am 26. I'll be 27 on April 15th. I am from Virginia Beach, Virginia, but reside in Los Angeles right now. I model and act predominantly. I also have my own lingerie brand, Danny Danae Lingerie. But I also do podcasting and I also am a personal trainer.
You do a lot. Wow.
I do a lot. Yeah.
What is the predominant thing?
Predominant thing is modeling and acting,
Okay.
for sure. What else were the other questions? I have a man.
Okay.
How'd you guys meet?
We met on Clubhouse. You remember that audio app in 2020?
What?
We met on Clubhouse. Oddly
Wait a
enough.
minute. Wait. Tell me the story, because you met on a fucking, what? A space app? Like X Space?
It was before
Yeah,
space.
audio app. Yeah.
How did that work?
That's what space.
There was a fashion room, and he's a fashion designer, and I'm a model. So I went in the room. He was hosting it, and we just clicked.
Wait, you went in the room
I went in the room.
alone?
Yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah. And we hit it off. We were friends initially, but
How long has it been?
it's been 5 years almost. 2020, we started
That
dating
is
literally right after.
Crazy. First time hearing that one.
You had
Yeah.
like a second family over there in Clubhouse.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
I'm not gonna lie. Clubhouse is ghetto as hell.
It is now.
it became.
Holy
But initially,
smokes.
it was lit.
Yeah, it's nothing but blacks. I call it Monkey House now. All right.
Absolutely.
What are your
We're
are your parents
comedians.
together?
We're comedians.
No,
No.
they divorced after 30 years of marriage. Crazy.
Okay.
Damn.
And then relationship said you said 5 years, and highest education level completed,
High school.
and then birth control for you, no.
No.
You have
And then-
kids?
No.
So you're black. You're Caucasian, right? White.
Oh, I'm a third Greek. Does that count?
Go white.
Oh, white, yeah.
Okay. You're white too, or full Caucasian?
Hispanic?
Mexican and Polish.
Okay.
What are you, Myron?
My family's from Sudan.
What am I?
Haram!
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Hey, y'all. What do we say, y'all, in Canada?
Well,
I
yeah.
mean,
Like, that was
That's an American thing.
a fail on that one.
it's not a fail, man. If you go to ATL, they think you're one of them, man.
Myron, thank you for holding it in.
Us.
Okay. Hoe Math.
Yeah.
What's up?
You got everyone's name and kind of occupation here.
I did the best I could. I couldn't
There's a
keep
whole
up.
Well,
but-
I could fill in any holes for you. If you need
yeah,
it.
I got a good idea of what's going on.
But I'll let you
hello,
go
hello,
ahead
ladies.
and kick it off with your first question, comment, whatever you want, man. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna start it off from where I'm sitting. COVID was a interesting time for me. I kind of just haven't been dating for 5 years. You guys are all out on the. I heard one of you is in a 5-year-long relationship. Congratulations, that's great. What's the dating market feeling like for the rest of you right now?
All right, so we'll go around the panel on this one. We can start here and then work our way backward because you started last time.
Okay.
Well, you're in a relationship, so you're fine. What about you?
So what my relationship is?
Oh no, but she's engaged actually.
Yeah, she's
How long you been engaged?
Probably a year and a half. Engaged, and then I was single for about 6 to 8 months, and before that I was with the same man for 8 years.
Do you want me to have them tell you what it was like before they got into the relationship, or just deal with the single girls?
I guess just deal with the single ones. I'm kind of interested in how it's going, like right now.
Right now,
If
okay.
you're gonna,
We'll start
in a
with-
relationship.
We
Great.
can start with Texas, even though it's kind of complicated.
Yeah, that is how the dating scene is right now. It's complicated. Everybody's too obsessed with social media right now. Anytime they get bored or whatever, all they can do is just go in their DMs, get some instant gratification. They think that they're set, and then they just keep chasing.
For men or women, though?
Both. Everybody.
Interesting.
It's literally just the effect of social media. I think it's fucked over relationships and everybody's idea of what commitment and love is supposed to be. And I hate it.
So does that have an effect on you and on your complicated guy? Is that are you both like getting tempted by media, or you're just saying everyone else, or how does it interact with you and him?
I don't think it necessarily like revolves around us technically. Like we're both I mean at least me, I don't entertain a lot of stuff. I don't think he does either. I think we don't want to deal with like the public aspect. We have a lot of people that know us together and are really like, putting pressure on us being together, like fans from the show that we were on together.
Yeah.
Pressure to keep you together?
Not just keep us together, but just keeping up with everything. And I think public relationships are difficult, and I don't know if I'm ready for the world to like go through a breakup with me. I mean, hopefully, like it never happens like that. But everything public it just makes it a lot more scary. So we're just
if you both are in the public eye, wouldn't both of your relationships be public, even if it was with someone else later?
For sure. But this is our first show that we went on. We met on the same show. So this is our first actual like glimpse of being in the public eye and not just having followers, but like fans from the show we were on. So it's like we're both navigating this very new situation.
For the first time.
Yeah, and it's been our show came out in September, so we've definitely like gotten used to it a lot more now. But it's taken some time, and I think everyone's gonna learn. So we're literally young, 24, 25.
Yeah, that is pretty young. I guess I don't see a direct connection between, like, I understand that being in the public eye would be stressful. Like, I'm not showing my face for a reason. I don't want to deal with it. But, like, it makes you not think the relationship is stable, or you're waiting for something to solidify first?
It's definitely stable, but I don't think we want to, like, hold each other back in the sense of career. Because, like, say one of us did get asked to go on, maybe not even something dating, but just something where you have to interact or be intimate with another girl. I would
so you don't want to get that.
I would much rather us deal with that privately than have to announce to the whole world that, oh, I'm jealous. I don't want to see him kissing another girl on another, like, even if it's a scripted show. Like, I think we both just want to be able to, like, deal with it privately right now.
Okay.
And it's
so you have to appear available for your careers.
Not technically, because I'm over here on this huge podcast, basically spilling the beans, but mainly just for the fans that keep up. We don't want to. It's a lot of pressure. I don't want to. And they're all like a bunch of 13-year-olds or like 50-year-olds, no in between. Yeah. Like they're invested.
It is complicated. I agree with you there. All right, thank you for that.
I do find it interesting though that she said that like social media affects the men. Like, I think maybe that's the men that you deal with because they're in the public limelight, but like. Would you say like, or do you even look at regular guys anymore at this point?
I mean, honestly, I don't even know how I give, like, I look at everybody, I guess. I don't really think it's like looks, but I do say social media, it's not just, it affects the men. I think subconsciously it's affecting everybody. We see like girls and boys. I'll see a hot guy with the chiseled abs feed after like scroll. You'll see hot girl BBL, Facetune, edit. And so then whenever you meet somebody in real life and they're not fitting that image, no matter what you think that you're doing,
but
subconsciously.
Your argument is that like social media, like your stance, your position is like, oh, Instagram is problematic for both genders.
Not just Instagram, I just think the whole
social media.
Yeah, social media.
Okay, social media is problematic for both genders.
I mean, I think it's definitely problematic for both genders. I'm not sure if what you're getting at, Myron, is that like women get a lot of benefits from it and most men don't.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
What I'm trying to say is that it's only really, I would argue it's more negative only for the women, mostly. And what I mean by that is like, for the men, like the problem is she's saying like, oh, men are really into social media and they have so many options. We don't benefit from those options whatsoever on social media.
That is a lie.
Women do.
But
like
it just depends on if the
only
guy
the top tier guys are getting that selectivity through social media.
Yes, and the rest of them are looking at Pornhub and jacking off to nothing.
Yeah, if you want to add porn into that, then add porn into the social media.
But that's
thing.
what I feel like it's messing with everybody's minds, whether you believe it or not. Like, yes, they might not have
so
the
you're
options.
adding porn into the fray. All right.
Well, that's everything online, like social media. You can find porn on Twitter now. Like, I'll be scrolling on my normal feed.
Does that have an effect though on their availability, on their dating availability? Like, if a guy is watching that content?
Oh, for sure. I think that messes with your mind so bad. That's why there's like literal scientific studies about the negative effects of porn, and you can find porn on normal social media sites now.
So are the attractive guys not watching any, you think?
I don't think it matters on if you're attractive or not. I think it just matters like what you believe. That's why I really try not to just like look at somebody by their face. Like, I also am a Christian, so one thing that I will not negotiate on in a relationship is somebody that does not know God. Because if you don't know God, you don't know love, and you can't love me if you don't know what love is, which is God. Which is kind of crazy because like I am party and crazy and fun, but like you can still have morals.
Did you have sex before marriage?
Yes, I've had sex before marriage, but that was before I really like I do, like, y'all are gonna laugh, and I don't even care if I get clowned. I literally do not care. Like, I'm a firm believer that people can change.
Okay.
Especially when Jesus. Yes. Especially, I had a life-changing experience. I survived a car accident that I should have died in. I've survived multiple near-death experiences.
And a brain tumor.
What does it mean to know God?
So to know God, I feel like it's like having a relationship with reading the Bible and being able to communicate. It's something that you can't put into words until you're actually like hearing it and getting answers. Like I can ask God a question and sit and meditate on it, and I'm not kidding. If I am seeking the answers, like I will always get the answer. It might not be the answer I like. I have literally struggled, starved, been dead broke at my lowest. I have nothing to turn to except for God. And it is the only thing that has gotten me sitting in this chair right here. And I will probably speak that.
Amen.
And
Do you think that God has stuff that he wants you to do, though? Like, I don't know if what you think God is, but when you say you have a relationship with God, it sounds to me like you're saying it's kind of like all benefits. If you talk to God, you get stuff.
No.
Is there stuff you have to do?
Okay, well, I don't think there's stuff you have to do. It's definitely relationship versus religion. I don't look at it as like, oh, you have to check off all the boxes to do it. It's like your faith in God. But honestly, I feel like accepting God, like, yes, there's benefits, but if anything, it comes with a lot more negatives because you're having to completely give up everything that you've known your whole life, send everything that feels fun, that feels good. And so it's like, I wouldn't be following God if I was just trying to have fun and trying to benefit. If I was trying to benefit, I would go start an OnlyFans, make a fuck ton of money, and just live drinking and partying and doing what I want. But I decided to choose the hard route, the good route. And I feel like that's going to pay off way more in the end. And even if it doesn't, at least I lived a life of honesty. So
Yeah, well, that's good. So you would say you've changed your behavior because of it?
Oh, yeah, I feel like every month I'm changing. I feel like every time I've come here, I've been in a different phase of my life. And I feel like I'll continue to do that. So...
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check on what that means.
I'll be high, I'll be low. You might be catching me at a high right now, but that's okay. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I'm perfect. It means I'm admitting that I'm not perfect and I need help. So
Well, thank you for sharing that.
yeah, sorry. Woo! Praise Jesus.
That monologue there.
Sorry, guys. That was crazy. I'm passionate.
Okay, what about you?
What was the question again? Because
What's the dating scene like generally? You're on the
in
market, right?
Toronto,
Yeah, Toronto, yeah.
it's nice. It's nice. I just I feel like right now I'm past that age where I wanna, like you guys said, goddamn, I'm 29. So I feel like right now I do wanna settle down. So I'm working on me and my career, and just becoming the person I want to be for my future kids and future husband. So like dating scene is not really as fun as it used to be, because it used to be fun.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
What changed?
now it's just wasting time talking to people all day.
Fucking.
Not really fucking, because like that's not like it's not my option. Yep. It's not in my
Well,
option.
who's wasting whose time? Are you wasting time, or men wasting your time?
Each other's time. We're wasting each other's time because we're not going to be serious about each other, and we're not going anywhere with each other if we're just dating for fun.
So how are you going to change that? Like you said, you want to settle down. You're trying to become the person that your future kids would want you to be. I think you said.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna let the husband come to me. Like I'm gonna let him find me. Yeah, I'm not gonna go look for one because there's trials and tribulations. But I do feel like he'll come to me.
Has anyone who you were looking for, have they tried to find you before? Did that happen earlier in your life?
I said no because I felt like I wasn't ready. I felt like I want to have fun still, and I feel like I'm not gonna be with somebody if I'm gonna still want to have fun. I'm gonna get somebody when I'm.
And you live in Toronto, right?
Yes.
All right. 29 lives in Toronto. Esthetician.
Common answer. All right. Yeah. That's yeah. The kind of the meme going around, having fun young and then wanting to settle down. But I mean, you're 29. It's not that.
Really a
that's
meme. It's just kind of life.
Yeah.
Are you married? Hoe Math?
Me? No. Nah.
Okay.
No, my life history is all written in my videos if you watch them.
How dare you? I love that.
Yeah, are you
It's like
psychoanalyzing
just like you, Hoe Math.
Are you trying to be funny, nigga?
Yeah, it's like the movie Hitch. I get it, but it doesn't work for me. I know what women want. I just don't have all of it.
I'm the same way.
You don't have to have it all.
Yeah, well, I haven't had enough for anyone I liked yet. I'll put it that way.
Okay, Hoe Math.
I mean, she has a hope out, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, we could go over to.
Wait, one more.
Yeah. I was gonna say Miss Denver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so as far as the dating scene goes, I do see what the other two girls have said,
Mm-hmm.
but I also feel like there's definitely good guys still out there. I'm the problem.
Oh,
But I'm
that's
introspective
interesting.
enough to know that.
accountability.
So,
How are you the problem?
Wait, yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing wrong?
You're a queen. Why are you the problem? What the fuck? It's them niggas' problem. What's going on?
Because it's like, if you don't feel it, you know what I mean? Like, Like, there's good guys out there that will do. Okay. There's guys out there that'll treat you really well and do this is that and the other. But it's like if you don't feel it,
The connection,
you don't
right?
want to. Yeah, you don't want to waste each other's time.
It's the chaos.
So would you say that
I'm a little damaged.
you're never feeling it for the guys who treat you that way, and do you ever feel it for guys who don't?
No, like I think I'm just traumatized from my death of my husband. So.
Oh, I see.
Emotional damage.
How long were you married for?
We never technically got divorced, so we were together for 5 years.
How did he pass away?
Overdose.
What was this? Like, what age? Like, when did you guys meet? Like, how old were you?
Shit, we were 19.
God damn,
okay.
nigga.
So from
Long
19
time
to
ago.
like 24. You guys
Yeah,
were together.
and then we separated, and I just figured he'd get his shit together and do what he had to do. But
Oh, he passed
he
when you guys
didn't.
were separated.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So from 19 to 24, you guys were together, and then he. Okay. All right. I don't know if you have anything you want to add to that, man. So you said you're the problem, basically, right? Do you think your standards
Yeah.
are too high, or what is the problem, like specifically with you? Because you said there are nice guys out there. So
I think I compare everybody to him.
Alpha widowed.
Yeah, was it a really good relationship?
I mean, we were young and we did some dumb stuff, but for the most part,
Sure.
like he was really good to me. I was
Okay.
a jerk.
Can I ask why you guys separated? What was the reason?
He got addicted to Percocet. So
Was he black?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
okay, so
He hurt his back at work, and then like he couldn't go without it.
Gotcha. And then
guess
that's
so.
how the addiction started. And then so basically he slowly turned into
chunky.
something that you didn't want anymore.
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, it was like up and down.
Do you know what made him do that? What caused all that?
He
got
hurt
hurt.
himself at work.
Oh, he got injured at work. Oh, okay.
So he took the
No,
mask
that's
off,
unfortunate.
and he saw the future.
What's that joke?
You got it.
All right. Well, I think I get what's going on for the single ones. I noticed that there was kind of a high concentration of that kind of mogul lifestyle. That a couple of you said that you're models, you have a business. One of you said that you made money on Snapchat. I wasn't aware that you could do that. That sounds to me like making money on WhatsApp. I don't understand. What does that mean?
Okay, so Snapchat's actually the highest paying like social media platform out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah? Yes, but it does have like higher requirements than all of the other sites to get paid. It's like a program you got to get accepted to. It takes forever. But yeah, it actually pays out very, very, very well. And I can't tell you an exact amount because it depends on how engaged they are.
sure.
But look into it because it's actually one of the most used platforms and the highest paying.
It won't work for us, bro. They're cucked. They're
Yeah.
Oh, I
very.
see.
It's
It's like tighter than TikTok.
It's for low IQ creators, bro. Like you can't be red pilled or honest on there. They don't want conservatives. They don't want any of that stuff.
Well, I've had
Gotcha.
Snapchat since 2013, so I've built my audience literally since 2013 before stories were even created. So that's why I think I got a head start. Is I got ahead of the
Got in on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious, like how many younger women out there are living that kind of lifestyle. It seems really popular online, but of course it seems popular online because that's where it's all happening. Do you have like a lot of friends who do it?
No, I would say I'm definitely a lone wolf because there's people that do it and there's people that actually are good at it. Everybody
Yeah.
can say they do it if they're getting money from somewhere else and you can kind of do whatever you want. But when you're like
Yeah.
depending on that as your source of income, it's like a way different game. And I think you take it a lot more serious. She probably understands that.
I get that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like you depend on it. It's not like, oh, I'm just acting for fun or modeling for fun. Like you're paying your bills with that face.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, I mean, it sounds like this is just like it's not at all different from what I'm seeing, because it's been a while since I've been on the market. It's not different at all from what people are saying on TikTok and all the social media and everything. It just sounds kind of, I don't know. It's sad. Would that be a good descriptor? Like
What is
you
sad?
guys are saying.
Well,
It
remember,
is,
you
yeah?
asked you ladies a question about what is dating like now for you guys and why are you singles? And you guys gave your grievances, and he's saying it's sad. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it sounds like people are not connecting.
Yeah, it's
I think we'll be fine.
I think we need like a internet wipeout or like a internet blackout for a little bit to reset.
Yeah, we need, like, licenses.
Everyone's just gonna go online and
Yeah.
complain about life anyway. So
I think it's just gonna get
people
worse.
really would live not online. They don't care about this shit.
I think it's only gonna
Yeah.
get worse and worse, and it's scary.
Yeah, I see it. I'm feeling like it's getting worse too.
And with
Um,
AI, like
What's that?
With AI, like you can't even
Oh,
tell
yeah.
like people aren't going to be able to tell their kids what they look like. I was thinking if somebody's going to Photoshop themselves AI with a celebrity when they're older and tell their kids they married Justin Bieber, and everybody's going to believe them. Like, it's scary.
Yeah, I don't know what AI is going to do. I'm just waiting, just bracing myself. I'm just getting ready to go live in a van by the river or something. I think 2 of you said that you lost count of how many bodies you had. Is that true? Was there 2 you said that?
What about like at 700?
700? How do you manage that? How do you lose count?
Like a 6 a day since like 14.
Is that what your job? Like, how do you manage that many?
Yep. Part time.
You're trolling, man.
Not full time. Part time. You know.
Do I explain how that works? Do I know you? This sounds unrealistic.
Not personally.
Math's not mathing.
You do the math from 14, 3 a day. I'm 32. Just maybe. You
All
never
right.
know.
I'm not putting it together.
Don't know? You don't know me personally, so it may be true.
Sure, it might be, but how am I supposed to relate to that? Like, are you telling me that you have a job doing this, or you just like find time in your day?
Just boredom.
Just boredom?
Major stimulation, and you got to get, that itch scratched.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are you planning to do in your distant future regarding relationships then,
I've been through the
we're going
whole
that's
phase,
true.
so I'm ready to settle down now. Don't every hoe become like a Christian woman?
I guess so.
She did
do
say
they all
she's
get
engaged
believed?
right now. She's engaged now, and she is in the middle of a divorce, is what she was saying.
Why are you snitching?
Oh.
Yeah, that's not my body count, really.
Okay.
That's not. You paid attention. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not. So from the time I started, I have 12. From the time that I started, 3 months from my 18th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I met my kid's dad, and I was with him. And then I left him, and I was single for like 2 years before I met my husband. So in between that time, it was a few. And then I got married and was with him forever. And then when I got single, it was like the first time actually like being around other people. So I guess it was like a little while. And then after him, I got into a relationship. So now I'm engaged.
How many of them were actual, like niggas?
Niggas, specifically?
Yeah, Tyrone's.
Probably about 6.
Oh shit, that's not that bad.
Because I date outside my race. Whoever loves me, they love me.
6 out of that much?
12.
6 Tyrone?
6 out of 12. Pay attention.
Wait,
So
they're all named Tyrone?
no, he was. You serious? No, he meant like black people.
That's what their names are, Tyrone.
Oh, she said like 700, and then she's like, 6 Tyrones. And I'm like, that checks out.
Monkey.
700.
You are so cute. You are very beautiful. No, so whoever loves me, I'm really big on who's going to pay attention to me, who's going to respect me, who got the needs that
So
need
Indian,
to be met.
Asian,
I have,
white, black, don't matter.
It does not matter. If you love me, I'ma love you. If you don't love me, I'ma leave.
You got no preferences at all?
My fiance is black. He was born in Miami. My first husband was white from Tennessee.
I want to say a joke, but I won't say it.
Oh, you please do.
Say something about a white person. For once.
Well,
Yeah, what was it?
Don't do it.
Make fun of a white
if
person.
the chat says say it, I'll say it. The chat
They're
says
gonna
no, I
tell you
won't
to
do
say
it.
it. Don't do it.
What
Don't.
is
It's up to the chat.
What is it?
They're gonna
Move
tell
on,
you to
though.
do it, but don't do it.
Yo, chat, you tell me, should I say it or no?
No.
Just keeping it real, man.
Say it,
You know what?
please
You know what?
say
Chat
it.
say no for.
Right.
Chat say
She
no.
went back.
Just
Went back
say
or
it.
something. Like,
Okay, this is say it.
Say it.
of course.
All right, so you said he's from Tennessee?
Yes, my first husband.
Well,
Slave
just keeping it
master.
real. You're the only 10 I don't see.
Oh, really? Very much lame. Very much monkey. No.
You said you wanted it, nigga.
You gave it to
Well,
me,
we
but
did
it was
make him
very
say
much
it.
dunce hat. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more like, I can get along with it. Like you can talk
Mari and I
about racist
apologize
stuff,
for
but
friends.
that was wild.
I
Listen,
apologize,
I was
Mari.
working off Tennessee. That's all I had.
Wait,
yeah.
did you stutter while saying the joke at the same time?
Huh?
He didn't. He said it fully, and it still wasn't understandable. So maybe try somebody else to talk to. Like if he,
That's why I asked the question. I was
that
like,
was very lame.
I was gonna-
I would have laughs, but that wasn't even like a chuckle worth of a laugh.
I made you smile though.
Yeah, because it was retarded. Absolutely. Like, I've heard that before in Tennessee, but then you said it like, no.
Well, it's very fitting, you know? Very fitting.
Anywho, yeah, so my first baby daddy, I was engaged to him, and he was black. And then 2 years I was single, and I dated. And then I met my husband that was white. And then I dated again, and now my fiance is black. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter. You like me and you take care of me, I'm going to love you forever. And if you don't, start fucking with strippers, you will get left like my ex-husband.
Wait,
Yeah.
strippers?
Yeah, that was his muse when we moved here from Tennessee.
Probably should join them, you know, threesomes.
No, thank you.
All right.
Got himself into trouble with that?
Probably
Is that what
got
you're saying?
diseases and stuff. No offense to all the strippers, but some of them get paid a little extra. And I ain't want those type of
How dare you?
Real big. So
You guys are kind of from all over the place. There's the Denver, Texas, Virginia Beach, Toronto, and you're
Detroit,
like
Tennessee.
in Miami, right? How do you all feel? I just want to hear your perspectives on like, what do you think is coming in the future based on what you've seen in the dating market in specific and society in general in the last few years?
flooding.
Yeah,
God is
just
pissed.
God's coming back.
Sorry.
This will do. We'll start here. 'Cause She
Okay.
didn't get a chance to answer last time. We'll start here and then work our way back. But what are your thoughts in the?
I just think we're on the way to like everybody's just not going to want to date anybody. I think we're already kind of there.
Yeah.
Guys are over it. Girls are over it. It's unfortunate. I think everybody thinks they have options. You were mentioning Myron earlier. You said that dating online wasn't really like a big, a bad thing for men. And
No. I was
You know what
saying
I'm
my position is that the negatives that come from like online dating and social media don't affect men as profoundly as
great.
women.
Okay.
Because we
my
don't
bad.
get as many options as you guys do.
Okay.
So in other words, like if we get a match, we're far more likely to meet up with that girl and go on a date with her. When you guys get a match, there's a very low likelihood you're going to go on a date with that guy. Because since you guys have more options,
Okay.
and you have an easier ability to attract the opposite gender, you guys can go ahead and be as selective as you want.
Pick and choose.
Men, even at the top level, we still don't get the same selectivity as even normal girls. Like, in other words, average women have more options than top 1% dudes.
I don't
Yeah,
believe
like
that.
I got
kind of
famous
agree with
really,
that, but I
really
just
fast.
think if the men and women that really want somebody, they're gonna get who they want, and they're not gonna let social media, strippers, hoes, whoever, distract them from getting who they want. But I do agree,
Wait.
women have more options.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's
On
why it
social
affects
media?
them more. I
I
feel like
think
that's like the
1%.
least amount of reason it affects women. I think it's body image and confidence that affects women the most out of social media. They see hot girls and they compare themselves.
They
That
have
has
so
nothing to
many
do with
girls
men,
that could
though.
just
We're talking about
Yeah,
dating.
that's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
Yeah,
doesn't
but
apply to
don't
dating.
you
That
think,
doesn't
like,
apply to
when
dating
they
because if you don't
see
have
hot girls
confidence and if you see what other people, you're going to get jealous and you're going to get crazy and you're going to stalk everything that they do and their following and their likes. If you're seeing all these other girls, you're going to like not trust your partner because you're scared that they're doing what you see everybody
all
else
like it
online
and they're
is
all
doing.
Don't you think that's
Yeah,
connected
to
to the
change our
validation
circle.
though? If you're seeing all the hot girls online and you're comparing yourself to it, isn't the antidote to that getting more attention validation for yourself? Isn't that what makes those
Stay
bad
off
feelings
social
go
media.
away?
It's not that hard.
Yeah,
I guess
it's
I
not
feel
real
like the main
life.
thing is just comparison. Like I'm not gonna lie, I mastered the art of comparison. My whole algorithm is memes and godly content. I can't look at other one, but I know everybody else. I know it's an epidemic. I know so many girls that struggle with relationships because they compare themselves to everybody they see online, relationships they see online, single people they see online.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
Here's the thing.
That's how it affects
Like,
women the most.
but here's the thing. Like, the reality is, like, though you might sit there and say, "Oh, I'm not as pretty as this girl," that doesn't.
I don't think that. I never.
Okay,
say
I'm
that.
not saying you.
In general.
I'm saying in general, because you're saying that's a hiccup for a lot of women is their inability to find peace with where they stand compared to other women, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that's irrelevant. And the reason why it's irrelevant is you could walk into a bar and men will approach you. You can walk into a bookstore, men will approach you. You can be at the gym, men will approach you. You can make a
Where
Tinder
is this
profile.
coming from? The
Men-
statistics.
hold on. You can make a dating profile. Men are going to send you a message and match with you. Like, that has absolutely no bearing whatsoever on your ability to attract a partner.
Most hot girls are the least approached because people don't even see themselves having it. They're scared of getting rejected from it anyways. Yes, like you're either really freaking ugly.
I think two things
and
can
you
be
have,
true at once. I think there are hot
Yeah.
girls out there, and there are men that are scared to approach them. Trust me, I know that. But I think if we're talking about probability more than possibility, I think, or what happens more what Myron is saying is absolutely
You will
correct.
be approached at some point.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
it doesn't affect the situation.
Statements because this doesn't apply to every single.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
but
would
we
have to
can't
do
have a conversation. Obviously, it's
didn't
not
say it was
everybody,
specific.
but for the
But
majority,
we're talking generally, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're all from around the world.
Yeah,
We're not
exactly.
from
I'm not
Miami.
just talking like Miami. People are asking about relationships, but where's Hoe Math from? I have no idea where Hoe Math is
Okay,
from.
but where
Yeah,
do
who's
y'all be
Hoe Math?
hanging at that women always feel the need to put themselves against other women? Because if you that girl, regardless of where
If
you
you
at
scroll
at
on
the gas
TikTok, you know, it's
station,
natural.
they gonna pull up.
That's just a natural. Yeah, that's something
So-
that comes
Natural
with
to feel
being.
insecure, but
It's natural to feel insecure, but your guys are saying that people don't talk to y'all whether you're hot or you're
no,
not.
I'm saying not just guys are having it, like girls are not just the ones that are like having it so easy online
Yeah.
to find men.
But
Like,
the thing of it
that's not the
is
case.
About having standards.
It's actually
Hold
the
up,
worst, 'cause you get
because
the worst of the
women,
worst guys.
y'all will befriend a guy so quick without
Who's
giving him a
y'all?
chance. So you telling me ain't nobody in your DMs right now that you automatically was like, nah, I'm gonna friend him versus like actually giving him a chance because he don't look your specific type or anything. So y'all telling me y'all DMs is dry.
No, I like to network. I don't look at everything as a
Okay,
relationship.
but I'm talking
as a
about on
sexual
dating
encounter.
because I think I need to put it in a woman's perspective in order for y'all to understand what he's saying. He's saying y'all get hit on all the time. So you choose to either engage with the person that's hitting on you or you're going to put them in a friend zone.
How's that a problem?
He's not saying that's the problem. You missed the point
You're
6
missing it.
They
times.
say that's negative for men to date. It's not negative because men have that same
he's not
option
saying it's
too.
negative.
Yeah,
He's just
right?
saying what it
ain't
is.
gonna get
Literally can scroll and find girls.
I don't know why
I
you're
don't
saying
know.
it's a negative.
Can I try to?
Stating
Can I
a
try to
fact.
see if
Yeah, that's
I
what
can
I'm
get
saying.
everyone
We're all
to
from
agree to
different
this?
places,
It boils down to
so-
standards.
Hoe Math,
That's all
go ahead,
I've
bro.
got to say.
Yeah.
Good home, F.
Can I run this by everyone? I think if I've got this all right, that what we're saying here is that the effects of social media are they make women feel a lot of negative things, they make them feel a lot of insecurity. That affects the way that you interact with men. When Myron said that it doesn't matter, what he's talking about is it doesn't affect your situation. It doesn't affect like how men perceive you. It affects how you perceive yourself, which is what causes the disruption.
But if you perceive yourself negatively, then you're gonna exude that negatively, whether you believe it or not.
Exactly.
And that's a
Hate the way
personal
you-
problem that you got to seek
But it still
help
affects.
for.
But it still affects exactly
To
what you
you.
just said. No, on the outwards,
it's a PP.
physically
To you,
affects.
though.
A man is still going to flirt with you.
No
still gonna
matter if
entertain
it's
it.
a man at the gas station that's gonna wipe your wipers
Men are gonna
clean.
throw darts in the dark
Yeah,
anyway.
but
It's
you
gotta
know
be
this.
desperate.
I know
Okay,
this to
so
be
what he's
true.
saying
So
is,
what even
it's
is the
harder
argument
for
then?
men.
Yeah, I'm
He's
trying to
saying it's
figure it
harder
out
for
as
men
well.
because he, as a man, they will try to reach out to y'all and y'all say nothing to them. Whereas a woman has a big picking and she choose to pick one out of the bundle. Y'all missing the point. It ain't got nothing to do with you being cute. It ain't got nothing to do with if you at the gas station or at home or on social media. What he's saying is you have multiple men in your DMs.
She ain't lying.
You decide to pick which one you want to talk to
ahead.
based
You
off of
guys have
what he
ideas.
look like, based off of what he drive, and based off the money that he has. That's what he's saying. Y'all not getting it. Yeah, you know it.
Agree to disagree.
You get
Agree to
it.
disagree.
You get it.
No, you see
get
what you
it.
know what's interesting? She experienced 10 seconds of what it's like to be me. She's already frustrated.
Twins.
She's yelling off. No, but
Yeah.
because no, she's right.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but this is why I don't think women should be in leadership roles. You guys are clearly missing what I'm trying to say here. It doesn't matter how you feel. What we're saying is what's real. Your options are still there. Whether you feel like shit one day or you feel great one day. Your ability to attract men is not contingent upon how you feel. That's what I'm trying to say.
If I don't feel good
I don't
enough to
really
look
believe
cute,
that.
then yeah, I
I'm not
believe
hearing that.
Y'all
It's-
probably passed up y'all husband 6 times. This conversation
So?
ain't for them. Give it to somebody else, cause
Some
they
people,
not go
it's
get
not-
it. Y'all young.
So
I'll
hold
give
on,
it
We're
to
all
y'all.
different. We
Hold
all
on.
have different
If you
beliefs.
guys go
Yeah,
say,
I'm
okay, hold on.
on social media.
Let's say, right, you go to Starbucks tomorrow.
Well, and I don't completely disagree with what you're saying either. I just think that there's definitely a different side of it. So I'm not like I agree with
but
what you're saying.
this
It's
is
true.
isolated. He's just saying, for example, you go to Starbucks tomorrow in a sweats and a white T-shirt, looking bummy. Aren't you going to be approached by somebody at some point?
You guys live everywhere.
Yes.
I swear to you
The
guys.
answer
I
is
mean,
yes.
if I'm in Miami,
The
yes.
answer is
If I'm
yes.
in Miami, yes. If I'm in Texarkana, no. If I'm in East Texas, fuck no. Like,
But the point is, no matter how you feel, you might feel like shitty that day. You're going to be approached. Which
no.
she's
Not
right.
with my
it
face.
depends
and,
on.
like, being,
It
like,
literally
mad.
depends
Bro.
on where you're at.
All right, man.
So y'all just not it because a regular female.
I am it. I am it.
I
So
lived
if
in
they're it, you
I
would agree with
lived
what we're
in 3
saying.
different states. I lived in Detroit,
We're not supposed to
Michigan.
all
I
agree.
lived in
I
Tennessee,
don't
and I
think
lived
so.
in Miami. If you have that type of vibe and energy with bare face, hair looking a mess, at the gas
We were
station.
just talking about
Niggas gonna say, hey, you want a
yes.
cold drink? You want a pop?
Deplorable.
Right.
If
Could
you
be completely
but you
covered up.
just
It
you
wouldn't
just
matter.
proved his point. He
I'm
just
not-
got done saying people still gonna come up to you. You call him deplorable, but he
No,
just
but
got done saying
How's he gonna
somebody's
come up
still
to
gonna
me
come up
if
to you.
I'm doing my own thing? I'm leaving. Like he's not coming up to me. Like I'm out of there. Like you guys are acting like we have to be approached by guys. We have to turn them down. Sometimes you can smile and walk away.
Well, yeah,
it's
they
all good. You don't have to hurt his feelings.
You don't have to give them
It's
the
all
time.
good.
No one said that.
You're
I
missing
think
the point.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
not
y'all
getting the
cannot
point.
y'all cannot understand it from a
We have to have one
man's
point of view in this podcast.
No, because you can see
we're all robots,
you
right?
can see 69 and I can see 96. Don't mean you right. Don't mean I'm wrong.
I don't think you guys
But
are wrong.
he's
or
saying
right.
it
I
from
just
a
think you guys
man's
are-
perspective. If you actually sit down and listen to a man that is telling you these are the things that they go through, you don't even want to put
This is
yourself
one
in a
man saying
perspective
that,
to
though. There's other
understand.
men that have different
themselves
opinions.
out.
Okay, and they probably in your DMs and you still ignore them.
How do you know, girl?
Why are we here?
I don't know. Why are
I don't know. I feel like you
y'all
run the
are
show.
not. No, because y'all not getting it. Y'all not listening
I'm
to
sorry,
the
we're
man.
not getting
Why
it.
she looking at me though?
He's really trying to
See,
explain
y'all
it
break
to
the fourth
y'all
wall.
in latent terms.
She breaking the fourth wall.
In latent terms that he's saying it is harder for a man, not speaking on all men, because he also did not say on all women, that it's harder for him to go online, reach out to a woman he may be interested in, because women have so many men that's
So
always
that's a them problem. It's
talking to
harder for them.
But that's what he said in the beginning. God
We're not
damn
gonna
it.
let people have
Can I
that
just
opinion.
say, can I just finish what I was Can I just finish my point?
Like
I
10
have
minutes?
one
Can I go back
question
to-
for you.
See how frustrated she
I ain't
is?
saying nothing else. I ain't
Yeah,
saying
man,
nothing
yeah,
else.
yeah,
Look at how frustrated she is.
4 years.
I'm gonna be
Yo,
quiet.
I've been doing this shit
It
for 5
is.
years. She spent what 10 minutes doing this?
Yeah.
She's
You guys are
already
not doing
frustrated.
shit,
Why
though.
are we here? I'm like,
She already frustrated.
It's like,
You guys are just talking over
What's your question?
people.
Turn my mic
like,
off.
Chris, take me out of this
My
bitch.
mic off. Talking over people
mic
does
is
not mean
off.
you're right and you're winning the argument.
I
or
agree.
something.
And
Hold on,
talking
hold
in
on.
general, really, with a low voice does not mean you made any sense from the beginning when we started the conversation before the 5 minutes that we've
thought I was
been
making
here.
sense.
Wait, Fresh has a question. I want to
You
hear it.
did.
Wait,
because
go
I
ahead.
cannot
Can we?
believe that it's women that's
Anybody?
this dense.
We're the ones that
This is why I don't have girls that's friends, because y'all are very much dense. You're
That's
very
a-
much entitled. You're very much thinking whatever
Can we
you say.
regroup,
No,
My
please?
girlfriends love me.
if both
Okay.
of us are on the same level and
My
she's
mic is
sitting
off.
next to me, she's quiet. She's been more quiet than y'all, but she's understanding what he's trying to say. Just because I'm being loud and I'm more of a verbal person, I'm just like trying to get y'all to understand it like in a
What if we
kindergarten
just don't get
level.
it?
All
I'm just
right.
trying to
Y'all don't get it. Let's move on.
Let's calm this down a
You
little
get
can't
bit.
it.
save us anymore. We're done.
Hoe
We
Math.
know.
Hoe Math,
We
please.
know. That's not a
Please say
question.
this,
Go
bro.
ahead. He knows what to
All
do.
right, Queens, hold on, Queens, hold on.
Can I? Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, Matt.
Good.
I wasn't
got
sure
one.
what
Oh,
we
we
were
sorry.
arguing
We
about
didn't.
just then.
Oh, sorry.
What were you saying?
What was that? Was it who has it worse, men or women, from social media? Was that the argument?
That's basically what it is. Yeah.
We're not allowed to have our own opinion on our
Well,
lives.
of course we're allowed to
Who
have our
has
own
it
opinion. It would
worse?
be
Not
nice
who
if I could
gets
hear
the
one.
most. It's who has it worse. I feel like
Because we don't live our own lives. You guys
just
live
because we don't
before
get
us.
answered as
You can
much
have
doesn't
an
mean we don't have it
opinion,
worse.
but common sense
Okay,
is not
okay,
common.
one at a time. Slow down.
Nothing is common.
So,
Oh my God.
so that was the argument: men or women, do they have it? Who has it worse? That's what we were
In a
just
nutshell.
Okay.
making noise about. All right. Yeah, I understand that there definitely were some opinions in there. I heard somebody ask for me a minute ago. Was there a specific question you had, or you just wanted me to take the wheel?
No, I said, do you have a graph or something to illustrate this? I'm assuming you might have it
yeah,
on your
I
book
mean,
somewhere.
I could bring out that. I could bring out the same one that I had a minute ago.
Yeah. Explain this to the ladies. Maybe a visual representation will show
Yeah.
them.
If you ladies
drastic
are
the
not
difference is
familiar
between the
with
two.
my work, basically, this is the first, graph
see this
chart
next
that I
page.
created, and it shows how basically people relate to each other when they know each other and when they don't. Women are very, very picky with men that they don't know. Maybe you've heard of proximity attraction. When you're around a man for a long enough time, you start thinking of him as a potential mate. But if he crosses you on the street, you won't. The social media has, we used to live in like farm towns and everybody knew each other and things made sense. And now everyone is on the phone. So it's just all that all the time. That is what's creating that dynamic. And I had another thing. Sorry, it's a little
real
bit
quick. Show them that picture one more
disorganized.
time, Hoe Math. Show them that picture
So
one
you
more time.
drew some pictures, Hoe Math?
Let me show them this. All right, ladies, look. You see the two graphs
it's
here, right?
beautiful art.
Look, ladies, move it a little bit to the right. Good. Okay, ladies. So if you look on the right here, right, you see a majority of women are looking for a minority of the men. They're all chasing the top tier guys. You see that?
Oh, now
Okay.
I get it because it's on the paper.
Yes. Now, on the left-hand side, though, the men, we're basically we're not as picky as you guys are. Okay, like on the left, men,
Those incels.
we're more willing to date someone on our level. Women are not like that on the right hand side. You guys want someone who's superior to you. So see how only men that are 8, 9s, and 10s are getting looked at, versus on the other side, the men look at all the women.
Yeah, social media intensifies that. Was my point. Yeah.
Do you guys
and the
understand
other guys
turn
are
here?
I think
invisible.
1 through 3 on the right side, they're just incels.
Right.
A lot of women
Unfortunately.
want men they're not
They're
qualified for.
See, this is the issue, right? We're telling you in plain sight what it is. You're denying because you're.
You guys drew something, and we're supposed to look at that and be like, "Oh,
It's common sense.
you know what?
You know what?
It's I get
Well,
it now."
the drawings don't prove it. They
No,
just
they don't prove
simplify it.
anything, actually.
So that
Well,
people
y'all
can
didn't get it verbally,
You guys
so
just
he trying
pointed
to
at
show
me.
y'all visually.
give me a
Some
pen.
people learn
If
differently.
everyone's gonna scream at two people about the same opinion, of course everyone's gonna agree with the majority.
Yeah,
right?
because you guys are just all like the
Like,
one
it makes
brain
sense because
mentality right
everyone's
now.
like y'all. If y'all are like, why can't
People
you
are allowed to have
understand
their
us?
own opinions. I wish
Nobody's-
you guys would have more.
Okay, let
We
me ask you
had the
this. Hold
conversation
on,
before the
hold on.
graph came out.
Okay, let me ask this. Let me ask
Exactly.
this.
But the question was about social
You
media.
still
and y'all talking
didn't
about
get it
gas
twice.
stations.
Ladies, ladies, let me ask you this.
Okay, let's not get at each other now.
Are you picky?
Yes.
Are you picky?
In a sense, yeah.
Are you picky?
Moral wise, I've dated some ugly men. Not, but
Okay, okay. Outside of physical looks, but are you picky maybe about their status, how they treat
No.
you, comedy?
how they treat me, yes, but nothing like.
Do they
not
have to have
physical-
money?
But I'm also a good person. I have Jesus guiding me, so
Bro.
I can't speak.
It's like you have to justify every
I
answer.
don't
Just
know.
to answer the question.
How about what
Oh
percent
my
of men? What percent of men do you turn down?
There you go.
Percent of men do I turn
Out
down?
of 100.
Yeah, like if 100 guys ask you out, how many you
like
say
I
yes?
said, I do get approached. So I don't count how
Okay,
many I'm not turning
80%,
them down.
30%.
Not everybody that approaches me is looking to have a romantic relationship.
Nigga, they are, bro. Come on, man.
How is she supposed to do that math right now in her head? Look, so there's like this
Roughly.
guy, that
You
guy,
gotta
Mark,
date-
yeah, y'all Tony. Like you guys got
I mean,
the
I could
papers and
guess.
shit.
That one guy
Give
from
us a pen.
What?
Is it 30 or 40%? He
Y'all
gave
just
you
used to little
100.
thoughties on here. You're not used to people with actual like morals giving answers.
Yeah, which if you have morals, that means you're picky, right?
Yes.
So a
Like I
minority
said,
of men
personality.
qualify. You reject most men that come to you.
For the most part, so do men.
So 60 or 70%? He's asking for
I don't know how many men have ever approached me.
You just mentioned your man has to love God, right?
Yeah.
That qualifies a lot of men.
They're already
out the gate.
questioning her.
So you're very picky.
And?
All right, what
All
about
right.
you?
I'm not super picky. It's based off of character. Physical is not that big of a deal. He ain't got to be 6 foot. He ain't got to have abs.
Can you show that picture again?
It's
Can you
not
show
that big of a
photo
deal.
Again,
It's gonna be black watch.
Because
Sure.
you ladies do understand, right? If you're gonna say I'm picky, by definition that means a majority of men don't qualify. So this chart does apply on the right hand side. Make it big for us, Bills. Like if you're picky, by definition that means most men don't qualify. Only a minority of men qualify. Therefore, the 8, 9, 10 category is where that man will fall most of the time.
The green line.
And your husband probably at a 3, but you passed him over at the gas station. That's what they mean to say.
Does that make sense now? Because you can't be picky, but also
If
give a
we
lot of
say
men
yes,
a chance.
like, are we gonna move on?
Yeah, right.
See, we're just trying to get you guys to understand, but
No, but we
Hella
do understand,
disrespectful.
but we don't agree. Probably,
Yeah,
like,
I can
just not be
understand where you're coming from, but
No,
that
I would
doesn't
never.
But no, but it's
Yeah,
common
you
sense.
are
If you
being
agreed and you
disrespectful.
understand, then we're on the same page. But you're
But the
not.
question isn't how many more men reject women. The question is who has it harder in relationships based off of social media.
Well, that's
My
not the
answer's
question he's
still-
asking
Yeah,
now. He's asking,
that's
are
it.
you picky or not?
But look, that's
the
the
question
deeper
now
question.
is, are you picky or no? Yes
But
or
that's-
no?
That's where this led to. So that's where
Okay,
we're
well,
tying
this is
back
the
to.
questions we're asking now.
I got a question that can go in a different direction.
Yeah.
Let's not do
Yeah.
that.
Give me a
Argument.
headache.
Go
It's not an
Y'all are
argument.
feisty, girls. Come on.
Girls,
We're
can
barely
we-
talking. We're the
can we
fighting
change-
ones.
Change
Y'all have
topics a
something
little
to
bit?
say
Yeah,
after
yeah.
everything we said.
Oh, what's the ladies?
Savannah, girls, be quiet, please. When someone's talking, the host is talking.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Can we-
What were you gonna say?
So my question is then, since we were talking about who has it harder based on social media, what do you remember about how your self-image and your relationship to relationships changed because of social media? Like, it hasn't been around so long that you guys have been on it all your lives, right? There's a time before it, right? So what do you think changed when it showed up?
I've had social media since I was in the 5th grade, so nothing
Okay.
really changed.
That's probably the problem.
Is that so? Yeah, that's true for all of you.
No.
So then, who didn't have social media when you were a kid or a teenager?
Probably
And
us.
what,
Well, my
Us 3 and them 2
I
did.
had
Prove the point.
I think I had it when I was a teenager.
so yeah, tell me what changed when you got it.
Are you asking me?
No, the girls.
Oh,
The
remember,
girls with
I was
social media.
young.
I mean, the 3 girls.
What changed when we got it? It was too much, so I logged back off because I wasn't used to
Got
it.
insecure.
Myself
Too much what?
personally, it was just too much going on too fast at the same time. I was used to being outside, not being on the phone, not being on a computer all the time. So it became too much, and I logged off and I went back outside to play in the snow.
So it was like addiction, or it was just
No,
too
it was
bothersome?
too much too fast at the same time.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
what though? DMs. Likes?
Well, first when I started in middle school, it was Instagram. Not Instagram. MySpace. So even then, I would post a picture. Too many people commented. Too many people I would log off for 3-4 days at a time. But
Yeah,
that
it
was for me personally because I was used to being a child that needed to be outside until the street lights come on. When you come inside, you eat dinner and you go to sleep. It wasn't waking up, being on social media, going to school, being on social media, going to sleep, it's probably just because it's a different time frame as well. I got a kind of like a decade over them.
Okay.
At my time, we were still using pagers. I'll take
Back in
it.
my days.
For
I
me,
will take it.
For me, it was like FOMO and the dopamine hit it gave me, all the likes I got on photos and stuff like that. I was really, really insecure.
So it was kind of
about
addicting.
things. What was that?
So it was addicting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
What about you?
Shit, I was there with MySpace. So.
Oh yeah, we know.
Postcard Sue.
Holy.
I remember when MySpace started too. Yeah.
Yeah, MySpace wasn't. MySpace.
That wasn't a big deal.
No, not at all. It was very.
Facebook is when it started getting bad.
Yeah. But I didn't really have Facebook for a while because I was married at the time, and me and my husband had agreed that, we weren't going to do that. Eventually we did, and then we had each other's logins and all that mess. So.
Okay, so it didn't really change much for you, because you were married at the time.
Right.
So then, for everybody, regardless of when you adopted social media, what impact do you think it's had on your life? Like, I guess what I'm trying to ask is, how do you think the dating problem that we all agree on would be different if it wasn't here? If there was social media was just banned tomorrow?
People actually have to get to know each other.
Yeah,
You can swipe so fast based off of his shoes. We see it all the time on the Red Balloon podcast. Your sideburns was crazy. Swipe.
Balloon.
Yeah.
Baby, but if he's within 5 miles and single of you and you have no social media, guess who you're going to like? Probably Hunter with the sideburns.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
That's what I mean about getting to know each other.
Nobody takes that time. It's so easy to just swipe based off a little so-called ick what they have nowadays, based off of what back in the day it was just like, oh, he does this, it's quirky. Now it's an ick. He came on time. He opened the door for me. He took me to freaking Cracker Barrel. It's an ick.
Yeah, every tiny little imperfection, right?
How are you expected to get to know somebody? It should be easy enough to go.
But we gotta
get
have
coffee.
the difficult conversation. Who is more likely to disqualify someone on, small things like this?
Oh, women.
Oh, women. Yeah.
It's not a second guess. Y'all
No
got it
one
hard.
disagrees with that, right?
And then this is why. But why do they disqualify? You got to peel the layers back. Why are women so picky now? And why are they willing to kick guys to the curb for I don't like his sideburns, I don't like Cracker Barrel, whatever? It's because of social media and the options. If I have options and I have a lot of people that desire me, I don't have to tolerate fuckery. I can be like, you know what? I could demand the best man because I have a lot of men that want me. So that's why they behave the way that they do. So when you guys say the things that you say about, oh, well, social media affects both genders the same, that's not true whatsoever. Because with men, we don't get nearly the same amount of attention on social media as you guys do. An average woman gets more DMs, more attention, more validation, and more opportunity on social media for dating than a top tier guy in the 1%. The 1% guy still has to send DMs. Average girls don't send DMs. They get DM'd. That's the difference. So when you're the person who is getting the attention, you select. But if you are the person that's giving the attention, you are at the mercy of the selector. Who is the selector? The women. And social media has exacerbated that selector's power.
I don't think it's just that though either, because now women are a lot more independent. So it's like this whole, I don't need
that makes it worse. That allows them to be even pickier.
Men too, though.
Yeah, what does that have to?
Men have. I'm always a gray area because you know what y'all did that made these subpar women feel big. Gave them $40 for a fuck.
who's getting $40?
Where's that happening?
Hey, so a lot. People will tell you all the time. Y'all men will like, oh, okay, I want to deal with her real quick. She want $40. Let me give her $40, and she gonna fuck. And you got bitches.
How common is that?
You have so many females coming out here saying, oh, they big dog this and they big dog that. No, that ain't the case. A lot of y'all men be scratching the itch.
No, there's a lot of women
and
that
be
are
allowing them to think they big dogs because they getting fucked for $40.
Wait,
There are a lot of
wait, hold on.
This is Colombia?
No, this is wherever. It's all been on social
Nigga,
media.
that's
That's how I learned about it.
That's not American prices. That's Colombia prices.
I feel like I'm living in a
I
different
have
world.
no idea.
What's going
I
on,
have
bro?
no, but it's a lot of women out here that think that some men want to trick on them.
$40.
Look,
And men don't. He like I ain't gonna pay my prices. I ain't gonna pay those prices. And women be really coming out thinking they big
To your
dogs.
point, the economy is pay to play.
I bet you a 16
more so than
women's
before.
look.
yeah, what she's trying
So I
to
get what
say,
you're saying.
she's using expired numbers. But
Yeah.
what she's basically
I
saying
know.
is that women are monetized sexually now.
They are.
Yes.
That's why they go get
true.
BBLs and do everything else because y'all gonna pay for it because they look good inside the clubs. Y'all gonna smash and dash, not wipe them up, and then still go home to your pretty wife that's
I would
educated and slim.
argue that's a response to women's selectiveness.
That's a selectiveness, but a lot of women will say yes because he got the $40.
No, I'm telling you,
Who's
the
this
men,
girl?
the men do that.
Yeah, how many women are saying yes
Yeah,
for $40?
Well, I don't know if it's
She's using
$40 no
1980s
more.
prices.
There's been whole inflation.
But
I'll
There's
give
been whole
it.
inflation. Okay,
The
this whole
point
inflation.
is-
Okay, it's
Where's
inflation.
Hoe
You
Math
would
at?
know.
He
What-
should know.
what
You
I'm
would
saying-
know.
What I'm saying
What
is
does that
that
mean?
because she said that men are paying for sex. Yes, men have always paid for sex. Prostitution's always been around. But what I'm saying is that it happens even more so now because it's a way to respond to women doing the shit that they do. Since women are more selective, harder for regular guys to get laid. So like, you know what? I'm just gonna pay for it.
So everything's
Yeah,
women's
a lot
fault.
of men are
But
just
it's
desperate,
still-
and that's the
No,
only
but
choice
it's
that they have.
still-
Y'all agreeing or
It's women and men.
I just
There's
said
women-
it was both. I was
There's women
agreeing
and
to
men on
both
social
terms.
media giving props to women who are fours, posting their butt on social media, commenting under their posts, and girls thinking
She
they want to
understands.
marry them. They want to marry them, and they don't.
So
Like
I
their
said
tens are commenting
it
like
still
their
is.
tens.
It still is a part of the man because if they wouldn't gas everybody's head up, if they would not gas the most subpar women heads up, everybody wouldn't believe they bad bitches.
Right.
Then the girl be like, "Oh, you trying to come talk to me? You got to spend some money." Why would he have to do that? If you already get men, you got to pay your own rent anyway. So what's the big deal about him putting rent on it? They not dating for love. They trying to see what you can spend for them because a nigga gave them $40 for a little bit of pussy.
Not everybody is like money
Where's the rent
driven.
at?
I think less
I ain't
people
saying
than
no,
women.
y'all, but y'all said $40 only. Like, okay, what you be doing?
What country?
That's
I'm
such a
just saying.
specific number.
I feel like
Yeah,
sex
crazy.
is priceless. So
When
$40 is
when I
what?
was younger, that's where the start was, and
I'm
I was
trying
like,
to see
y'all
where, bro.
lost y'all minds
Well,
because it
I-
shouldn't be based off of
I-
him giving you $40. It should be based on his
1970?
character and you date him.
Hold on, go ahead.
Don't be telling on my age. They probably do deals. I don't know what escorts and prostitutes do, but I'm just saying when I was growing up, I
Lot
have
more than
seen a
40.
lot of gorilla face looking women with nice bodies that will go around saying they're a bad bitch, and I'm like, you're not though. Like even
Yeah.
not you can't what? And they like, oh, but this nigga trick on me, cause he want pussy. But if he didn't pay
Yeah,
for
'cause
that
it's
said
for 40
pussy,
bucks,
she would have been
Jesus.
back in the house at her
She-
mama
For
house
some pussy.
saying, I'm lonely. Bring back bullying. God damn.
Bring back Shane. Yeah.
Please
Damn,
do.
Myra.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with this.
Sounds like you, bro.
Bring back the old ways. I wanted to ask, whose responsibility is it to stop? Because we're going back and forth talking about, well, men have this and women have that, and we're affected this way, you're affected that way. How do you stop it?
Man.
How do you tell people not to do
Man.
what works in this economy?
Man,
Why?
because a man will have 4 bitches fighting over him. Now, if he told
the
all
rare
of-
man will, sure.
No,
that just
it is some bums that will go couch to couch because the next woman will let him in. So that's a lie.
That just goes against everything you said.
If men said just because you showed your ass on
Yeah.
Instagram, I ain't gonna give you $10, that bitch probably gonna look at herself twice in the mirror.
You think every guy has that amount of opportunity?
They don't have the mentality because they like women that sexualize. It's free porn. Men like to have sex and like to be like are always more aroused than women. We can go without it. A man gonna be stressed out, so he needs to have that release. Now, guys that know it's really, really smart not to bust on every woman, he understands to hold it in for the right woman. He ain't gonna do that. But you got too many simps out here because it's easy because he can give her $40.
Yeah.
And they just all gonna do whatever it is they told. They don't care no more. Women don't care no more because it's some man that is going to accept it. Rather it's a 50-year-old man in his mom's basement. He gonna put $20 on her OnlyFans to watch her bust it open. So guess what she gonna do? She gonna bust it open for $20 for OnlyFans.
So that was 20.
But if he did not pay for it, then he gonna second guess. She's gonna second guess her decisions because now she feel dumb. She ain't getting no money.
All right. I think I understand. So, like, I agree with you. It's men's responsibility to stop simping.
My knees hurt. My ears hurt. Sorry, go ahead.
Hot.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, no, I agree with you. It's men's responsibility to stop simping. And, I don't know how to get them to do that. Isn't it women's responsibility to stop exposing themselves to things that make them get the ick? I think it was you that brought that up earlier, right? Like everything gives you the ick now.
If you stop looking at women and they would stop going for that attention, that next thing, one girl will start, it may be a little jiggle, the next one gonna be her ass, she gonna see more views and she gonna go a little bit next because the man gonna be bored. He seen your ass, now he gonna be more excited if he see your chest too. If men stop, I'm gonna tell you right now, women gonna look at themselves differently. They would. It ain't got it's too many people allowing that stuff to happen. If we had enough grown men that say, baby, you can be smart, you ain't gotta do all of this to get a little bit of attention, then women will stop it. But it's not enough men saying that. Daddy inside the house will make a difference for how she show up when she go outside.
There's some onus on men. Go ahead.
It's not only on them, but y'all want these mamas to keep raising them. These mamas is crazy nowadays. Not my mama, but these other mamas to be like, oh yeah, my daughter a bad bitch.
If women were not like that, though, then men wouldn't have to simp, right? And if men didn't simp, then women wouldn't be like that. Isn't it a circle? Like, is it really like men can just stop it by making a decision?
I'm gonna tell you right now, if every man quit paying for girls who show themselves on the internet, the girls will stop a little bit less. If they paid attention more to the women that's actually handling themselves correctly and uplifting the women that's keeping it closed and without revealing themselves, that's where everybody else. Women just try to be hip to the trend. That's all they try to do.
Yeah.
If they wanted to get BBLs, oh, I got a BBL because niggas like that. Niggas don't like that. You're getting smashed. He's not wifing you. No man in the history of niggerdom has wifed a nigga that got BBL.
Yo, what the fuck?
I'm just saying. They will tell you, any female that you ever got, oh, well, men be tricking out on them and men be doing this and being... So you ain't do it for yourself.
Yeah,
like if
women,
it's a confidence thing, it's very much different. But women don't do it for themselves no more. It's all about the man gaze,
the image,
them getting them Chanel, them paying their bills, and they do that for a few years, and now you also like nobody cares about Pinky no more. Everybody loved Pinky back in the day when she was doing what she was doing. Now nobody cares.
What's
so
Pinky?
now you
Pinky's a porn star. They used to be famous back in the day.
She was a big deal when we were in high school.
Everybody wanted her.
That was a classic.
All rappers wanted to smash her, but she got really fat.
And she got played out.
Tuned out, yeah.
And she got played out.
So you see your logic, right? Imagine, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a den, and there's a bunch of lions in there.
Yeah.
And they're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Now the woman, which is the example here, she walks in there, fresh piece of meat. What's gonna happen?
She's gonna let him eat first. The lioness is the one who go and catches the prey and bring it to the lion.
Well, I'm talking about den, for example. The example is there's hungry lions. She walks in, she's fresh meat. What's gonna happen?
She's fresh meat?
Yes.
The biggest and strongest gonna smash.
100%. So my thing is, you're saying it's on the men's onus to change completely. I would argue women make it easy because they come into the den showing thirst traps, showing the body, and then men react to it naturally because they're hungry.
I'm gonna ask that question though. Are you a lion or a hyena?
Nigga, I just said lions.
You're a lion. So you're saying that you're a lion.
Yes.
Hyena's gonna go for whatever's left. A lion is gonna eat fresh.
Okay.
His wife is gonna come and bring it to him. So if you're gonna be a hyena and get smitten by a bitch showing a little bit of ass, you ain't that big man you thought you was. Grown real men don't be going around and fucking and putting their penis in everything.
Yeah,
that's what y'all need to understand. I'm not, but I deal with very big men.
I can tell you right now, if a nigga can, he will. Nigga
We understand that, but the same way y'all don't like a woman that smash a whole bunch of men, women, not saying girls, we don't care. You'll have Young Miami on here like, oh, if he fucked 4 times, then I'ma forgive him. Big woman? we not accepting it.
How would you
Because
know?
what you mean? If I find out that he cheated, I left. I just said I left my husband for finding out he was at the strip club and texting bitches. That is not something, the risk I'm willing to take. Not for my health, not for somebody coming shooting up my car because you over here been up there playing at the strip club and she think she in love with you. I'm not finna take that chance. I'm not finna risk my life. If I need to be single for 6 years until I find that one again, I will be. It's not that big of a deal. A man for me is the easiest thing to get. Not for
I have a
everybody.
question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think you played any part in, I'm just saying, hypothetically,
Yes.
why he went and cheated?
Yes,
and went?
absolutely.
There was some fault
She a
on
big
you.
dog.
No, it was not that. When we first got together, I didn't understand that he was looking for a mom and not a wife. I had to cook, I had to clean, I had to go
But that's
to work.
back on him, though.
No, listen to what I'm telling you. I'm telling you my fault, but listen really hard. So when we met, I did not know me doing everything will make him comfortable for doing it. So I expected him one day. I was like, well, I'm tired. You need to pick it up.
But that's how you met him.
But he's not. But what I'm saying is I changed. Because I could have still been married to him doing those same said things. One day I woke up and was like, I'm tired of doing this all by myself. And I put the fault on him. I was like, if you see me struggling, why aren't you helping me? But I'm the one who put that in position for him to be used to somebody to take care of everything that he never had to pick up on. So I am partially to blame for us getting a divorce. Because I didn't stick to, okay, I'm going to do this X, Y, and Z. So, no, it's still half of my fault, too. I understand why he needed to go somewhere. He was tired of me bitching.
80%, your fault.
I would say a little more.
I would take it 1,000%. But he knew this all the time. Once you hit that cheating, I can't trust you no more. I'm really big on loyalty.
But you know cheating. Oh, go ahead.
Is it always this cold in here, by the way?
Oh, we'll turn it up.
So cold.
So,
it sounds like it's not as much about men and women. It's about like the personal choices or society.
I agree.
My whole
about
point is
choices.
self-control. Can't just generalize everybody into one statement.
Yeah.
That's all I was trying to get at, guys.
That's what I said earlier. I was like, men and women, like if they really want to be with somebody, they will. But it's definitely easier for a woman to, chase other options because the options are there. They're more so than the man's options. So I agree. It's more of a person's choices.
lovely.
Okay.
Guys, like the video, man. This is like tough. Real tough. You want to go to chats real quick? Give the guys a break? Or you want to continue Hoe Math?
Yeah, we go chats for a minute.
Cool. All right. What's the chat saying, Bills? I'll give you this, though. You are pretty funny. I'll give you that.
Oh, really? Oh, it's not about attention. I just be talking.
Oh, yeah, we know.
I can't say press play on me. I'ma go.
Shut up, bitch!
I'm the warrior.
All right, what's the first one, Bills?
Yeah, he's doing 3 things at one time.
Gotcha. All right. Oh, no, yeah. They can't see it yet. I'll tell you this, though. He mentioned a lot of hyenas. them is some niggas, man. Some real niggas. A quick slap. I'm calling for a complete and total shutdown of women until we figure out what the hell's going on with their eyes.
Sid is a man. Sid is a
damn.
man.
That's crazy. All right. Rod Rick K96 says, "What car do you drive, Myron? I told wifey you drive a Honda 2004. If I'm not mistaken, due to sentimental value, but I'm not sure."
2002.
Yeah.
With the backup camera.
Yeah.
Accord, yeah, with the backup camera.
Sharpshooter, 1 year of AIU is not completed, you bimbo. You're not a wife, you're a 304.
Maybe. I already said I had 700, dummy.
Yeah, dummy.
Nice percent of the $10 tip for looking while you on the screen, retard.
What the Miami Ghost.
I'm
Of
not
course
Indian.
she's from Toronto. She's Indian.
That's racist, you piece of shit.
You guys are so boring. Like, come up with something better.
You did make $10
You couldn't call me
off of
nigga.
that, though.
Come again. Come again. Machaka boss. Oh, thought you meant 10 coins.
Covering the minimum.
Okay. Machaka boss. El Chris for bringing these Kool-Aid warriors. Can these 3 or 4 name 3 states in America? You want to do it?
Michigan, Georgia, and Florida. There's 3 states in America, U.S.
What about you?
Georgia, Virginia.
You can't.
Oh.
Whatever she said, you can't repeat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even hear.
Michigan, Georgia, Florida.
Oh, okay. California, Alabama, and Florida. Did I say? Did she say Florida already?
Yeah. One more.
Kentucky.
Okay. What about you?
Utah, Alabama, Louisiana.
Idaho, Wyoming, and Kansas City. Kansas. I'm from Toronto, so that's impressive.
Of course, you said Idaho.
I will say that is impressive.
Yeah, because a lot of people over here don't know that shit. But can I?
Oh, bathroom, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because the comments.
And
Yeah.
last but not least, 3 states in America.
Florida, Colorado, Nevada.
One more because Florida was already said.
Oh, my bad. Alabama.
I said Alabama.
Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut,
Yeah, like
Delaware,
what?
Florida.
Hawaii. Connecticut.
You got
It's
it.
easy.
Okay. Cam 2 times. Question, ladies. Have y'all heard of the phrase pick me up, pick me girl? If so, define it. And what's your thoughts on it? Also, I'm sure y'all haven't heard, but have y'all heard of the phrase skip me girl? It's basically a counter to a pick me girl. Okay, so have you heard the phrase pick me girl? If so, define it. What are your thoughts
I've heard
on it?
pick me by itself, not pick me girl. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
It is.
Right.
Pick me girl is somebody
Pick
that's
me,
gonna
choose
do
me,
whatever he says, no matter what, even if it goes against her morals and character.
Not just his,
And-
anybody's, any male-driven.
That's the reason for it being a pick me girl versus just being a pick me in general. If it said pick me in general, you can
wasn't
say
fighting,
it
I
like,
was agreeing.
yeah, but it's non-gender fluid. It says girl at the end. Skip me girl. I ain't heard of that one before.
Me either.
That's new.
All right, so apparently you roasted her too much, and she wanted to leave. The girl that just left, supposedly went to the
roasted
bathroom.
her?
She got her feelings hurt.
Who roasted her?
No,
I don't know. The girl.
We didn't say nothing about roasting. We was having a discussion.
I don't know, man.
Isn't that crazy?
I didn't say
Crazy.
nothing on her.
It's probably the chat. I don't
So
know.
Maybe
okay,
I did.
You
I
just,
don't care.
you just experience what we experience all the time. Oh, y'all hate women. We just told her the actual truth, and she
Yeah.
got mad at it.
And then she got
she
triggered.
left.
But I said to both of them, I said it's still the men's, and then I said it's the
Don't
women's fault
worry.
too.
It's not your fault, man. She just soft. That's all.
And she was
No, I feel
Yeah,
bad.
happens all the time.
Don't feel bad about it. She was useless anyways.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. She can go back to Canada. Nobody cares.
Too far.
I liked her.
I did too.
I like her. Smiling pirate. Yo, boy, Lem. I've never seen the most blasphemous woman in my life until tonight. All I hear was yap, 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 yap. Cope, 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 yap, cope. If you're a Christian, then I'm Joe Biden. A lot of cope, especially from Section 8 citizens. Council Club will be high tonight, starting from doo-doo skin people and the divorce/engaged watermelon woman. This manifests, man, is a bunch of crocodile shit. God damn. He's on your ass.
Wait, how is he on my ass if he's not? Okay, blasphemous how? I'm sorry, but what I say about my relationship with God, you don't have to understand it. And I don't care. I literally don't care what anybody in the comments says about me disrespecting my religion. God knows my heart. I came on here with good intentions. So literally keep the comments coming, keep paying because God loves me. And I love you. So bye.
Amen.
Same positive, like it. Gaz, God forgave prostitutes, but when it was time to decide a mother for his son, he picked a virgin. Be like God. Man, that nigga spitting.
Well,
Oh.
you're not supposed to be sexual.
Catchy Matogi says, that dirty pirate has nice tits. Oh, she left.
Yeah.
Damn, we should have read her sooner. All right, what's the next one? Eric, Myron, I fell into alcoholism after my time in the Army, but I'm back in the gym, and I sell aerospace parts, airplane and helicopter parts to the military. Thank you and Fresh so much.
Good stuff, man. Alcohol is the devil, bro. I tell you guys this all the time. Alcohol, weed, it's all for losers, man. Even smoking weed. Fuck it, but it's only losers smoke weed. What else do we got?
That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Cool.
All right, cool. So they hurt her feelings. That's funny, bro.
That's not.
Yeah, like
One of them left.
sad.
Which one?
She was like on her feelings.
Oh, the girl from
29-year-old
Canada.
Canadian.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
She's Somalian anyway, so Myron, we not worried.
Yeah, that's
What the hell does that mean?
Sorry.
All right.
Let's go like
Hold on, if you had another question for them or no?
I didn't have anything in mind.
All right, so we'll do their questions and Hoe Math can answer the questions. from
Sure.
the girls? The box? Huh? No.
Are we?
Yeah, we're getting.
Was that
questions
me?
now. No.
Yeah, no. They're grabbing a thing here.
Oh, okay.
All right. First question here. Will you guys get a regular female host?
No. I'll be very honest. Look, man. The reason why female podcasts don't do well is because women lack critical thinking skills. And then we've kind of established this during this course of this podcast. I think there's a reason why all the major religions and world governments don't have women in positions of power. Because you guys are just dumb. And, I truly do. The more I do this podcast, the more I'm like, holy shit, thank God we got men in power. These people, ancient civilizations clearly saw this from before. Because, some girls get it, but you guys still have, maybe you had a little bit of a grasp of it, but you still don't understand certain things. Like, you understood the concept of men have less options than women on social media, but then you also said, well, big women are not going to be tolerating infidelity or whatever, which I kind of understand that, but I don't think you understand that, like, when men have money and power, they just have women. That's just what it is.
Okay, but she has to be accepting of that. That's what I'm saying. She has to be accepted
No,
to
she
that.
doesn't.
mean they're
If she wants to stay in a relationship knowing that he is a massive cheater because her bills is paid, that is a choice that she makes. He can dump her at any time and find somebody else that's willing to live with that lifestyle. But it's ultimately what you want to put up with.
Understandable.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to explain to you is that as women go up the social totem pole and get with a higher status man, they have less leverage.
That's a lie. I used to date a millionaire and now I don't.
Well, I used to fuck a millionaire.
Because he was cheating. No, he actually gave me a ring.
Let's make this simple.
And I'm still on a
hold
cheaper one.
on. Let's make this
That
simple.
means nothing.
Are there more of him or are there more of you?
More of me.
No.
Just not here.
Okay, so more of you than him. So who's scarcer?
At this time, probably, yeah, that one's like hard because women are starting to come up on that. But the who I was dealing with, I would say he was scarcer.
Okay.
But I also will say that he said this is what he wanted after we started to become intimate, and I said I wasn't okay with it. If he would have been upfront with me at first, I wouldn't have chosen him at all.
Okay.
Money ain't it.
So
that's why men lie.
Yeah, that's why men lie. And the other
Yeah,
thing too is
it's
that,
not right, though.
like, I'm just telling you what they're gonna do. And the other thing also is that, like, women don't have the same leverage that they think they do. Like, a guy that has money and status is gonna do what he wants, and then you got to choose if you want to accept it or not.
Okay.
But I would argue if you're with a guy that's super successful and he has other women and you leave, I don't think that's an intelligent decision because the next guy's gonna cheat too.
Yep.
A lot of the times, men are only as faithful to their options. Some guys are gonna be honest, some guys are not. Typically, the more money and status he has, the more he can afford to be honest. But most guys still are not gonna be honest. So,
that don't make you
It's
a
like,
big
yeah,
man.
it's just now that we're in a time that monogamy is a thing. You talk about the Bible.
He's telling the truth
Guys have many wives.
1,000%. The most men that is at that caliber will cheat, but it's my choice to either stay with him or not. So if you're being honest up front, that is what a man does. That is great character. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna date multiple women, but your bills is paid. You staying or leaving. But lying to me, that's not truthful. That's not honest. That does not mean great character. Because if you really big, like you say you is, you'll tell me the truth and I'll still stay.
But you
said earlier, yeah, if you told you the truth, you wouldn't have gotten into a relationship.
But what I'm saying
That's the
is,
point.
if he would have told me the truth, he gave me the option to say that. He gave me the option. But lying to me up front and then me finding out about it later for me to leave you, that's not being honest and truthful up front. I would still leave, whether he was a millionaire or not.
Yeah, but he got sex, so he got what he wanted.
He got what he wanted, but
and he really wanted to still try it out with you, so that's why he told you the truth.
He still used me originally because he started the relationship with me based off of lies.
No,
but when you leave the relationship, how
Okay,
easy
hold
is
up.
it for
Am I
him?
supposed to take these off? I can barely hear her.
Go ahead.
My mic is off.
Yeah.
I cannot literally hear myself.
You're on, but
I can't hear it.
I can still hear you.
Yeah,
we I can can hear
Oh,
you.
y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
so
can hear you.
I'm sorry. What was you saying? Sweet? I can't hear her.
I was just saying, when
He's
you
a fixer.
leave the relationship, how easy is it for him to get another you versus you another
Very
him?
easy, but that's why I said
That's
it was
his- that's
easier
only
for
his
him.
point.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
easier for him, but don't lie to me.
So that's the answer. It's easy for him, and that's all Myron's saying.
So I just find it funny because at each reset that you do, where like you find a new guy, you try to find a new guy. You're getting older, time's ticking, and your value's going down. So I get the part about having principles, which is great, but keeping it a buck with you, most guys are gonna cheat on you regardless.
Look,
So
man, look.
I can agree for the high percentage.
Look, I'm going to say this, and I don't want any interruption. I'm going to be very blunt here, okay? I'm going to be because I've been listening to you guys talk and stuff, and look, social media has fucked you guys up. You guys think you have more value than you really have. You think you're hotter than you really are. You think you have more options than you really have. You think you're higher on the status totem pole than you really are. And the reality is, a lot of you guys bring the same things to the table when it comes to what we look for. Doesn't matter what you think about yourself or that you're comparing yourself to other women. That's a retarded argument. Or it doesn't matter where you think you stand, etc., or how many men you think you have opportunities with. The reality is, how many men can you get that are attractive, that you like, that want to get down on one knee and marry your ass? The reality is, very few. Okay? Now, on the flip side, for a man, if you have your shit together, if you're attractive, if you have status, if you have money, we are the pickers. Feminism has made you guys think that you guys have the power when you really don't. It's the top tier men that have all the power. We're the ones that give out the rings. You guys think you have power because you have a lot of guys talking to you and giving you options, and you think, oh my God, this guy in Dubai wants me. Oh my God, I got an opportunity over here. Oh my God, my dating app is full. Oh my God, right? But the reality is you guys don't have the leverage you guys think you do. You really don't.
So you agree with me that women are more affected than men?
No, because
Right,
you
you
guys
just
do
said that.
stupid shit because you think you have your options. For example, you meet a guy that's a great boyfriend. Maybe he's not as attractive. Maybe he's not tall enough. Maybe he doesn't have enough money. He's a plumber, makes $80K a year, 5'9". He's nice, good boyfriend, good husband. You guys get rid of that guy. Why? Because you got blue checks or rappers or athletes or opportunities. Because you're like, you know what? I could do better.
he's boring.
This guy's boring. So female selectivity is 100% contingent upon what else they have in the back burner. The reason why you guys are so insufferable and you're rude and you're dismissive to a majority of men is because you guys think that you have a lot of options, but the reality is you don't. You don't. Now, here's the thing with you, because you're very solipsistic. I've noticed this from you.
And what?
Solipsistic. You think the world
Self-centered.
revolves around you.
Self-centered.
A lot of the arguments you made are coming strictly from your perspective only and not from others. We're with a guy right now. He's a star just like you on Netflix. You know what's going to happen from here? You will never be able to go backwards. Every guy that you deal with from this point forward will have to be in entertainment, in media, or have some type of status at least on your level or make more money than you from this point
How
forward.
do you know? Like that. My thing is like
Because women's
you just
standards
assume
increase as they
everybody's
age.
the same.
Women's standards increase as they age, and they can't go backwards socioeconomically. She could tell you this, she could tell you this. Women don't go backwards. You're 22, so you don't know this yet. But I'm telling you,
That's true.
as you make more money and you acquire more status, you're not going to go backwards. So a man is going to have to be really high level to get with you. But here's the problem. There's a lot of girls that look like you, okay? And on top of that, he doesn't have to date a movie star to get an attractive woman. But you need to date a guy that does some kind of media and makes a lot of money. So your options go down, his options go up, and then what you think you deserve, it's going to be a lot harder to find.
so ultimately it affects women more than it affects men,
But here's the problem.
right?
But you select though, don't you?
But you just gave a million arguments supporting my side that it affects women.
No.
more than it affects men.
It affects women because you guys have an overinflated sense of self-worth. It all starts in your brain. You could find a guy that would be a great boyfriend, great husband, and take care of you, but women think that they can always do better. In other words, women are chronic gamblers. And you guys chronically gamble with a man that you thinking like, oh, he's good, but you know what? I can do better. I can do better. And you guys keep fucking gambling, and at the end of the night, you leave the casino with no money.
It just seems like this is all coming from personal experience. Like, oh, have you been rejected by so many women that you just view all women?
Mar, who hurt you, Mar?
And this, like, who
Mar,
hurt
who
you?
hurt
Like,
you,
what
Mar?
makes you
How
think that
dare
any
you?
women that thinks like this is self-centered or selfish and desperate and attention-seeking and options? Like, that's the only reason I come across self-centered is because I'm giving a different point of view from maybe a woman that is not a Miami 304 thotty. Like, I come on here to give a different perspective. No, I'm not a little thotty. So I'm going to come on here and give my POV. That's what you asked. Everybody wants to hear the different perspectives you're asking. So I'm going to say that doesn't mean I'm self-centered. You're asking.
Yeah. Have you ever met a guy at least once that you was like, you know what, that was like a good guy? You kind of
I've had my
regret?
heart broken before. Yeah,
That's the point he's saying.
Exactly. But everybody's had their heart broken.
No, but what he's saying is every time you meet a guy at like a certain level, if the next guy has not either
They've gone down
exceeded
before.
him-
I'm a personality
Okay, so
type
you
of girl.
dated-
I judge
okay.
based on morals, personality, not income.
Okay.
I don't care if I'm the
Hoe
breadwinner.
Math.
Okay.
Hoe Math. You're very specialize in this in the dating world. What advice would you give to her to close out, Savannah?
Advice regarding, we were kind of on a bunch of things there.
She's
Regarding what
22,
specifically?
She's dating a guy that's in her space, entertainment, but she's confused about how it would go. It's her first rodeo, basically.
Oh, sure. You mean so like about the relationship?
Yes.
Just be really, really clear on what you want and be really clear on also how it's affecting you. Like, be honest with yourself about that, because it's so easy to just be in a relationship because it feels good and to tell yourself that it's going to be good for you or that at least it's not going to damage you. But they do. I don't know if you've ever heard the metaphor about tape, that every time you stick it and unstick it, it gets less sticky. But that's how it worked for me. So I don't know how that world works, but just, I guess, be careful with yourself is the advice I would give.
Thank you, Hoe Math.
He's being too nice.
He's
You're
respectful.
cooked. Look, the women. He's being too fucking nice. Look, women in entertainment almost never can get in long-term satisfying relationships, and the reason why is once you get into entertainment, you get that social status, you get that money. Very few men qualify, and the men that do qualify for you can have other women. So unless you're willing to be on a guy's roster, you're not going to get the monogamy that you're looking for, because women that are in entertainment are chronically unhappy and unsatisfied with the 99% of men. And the guys that qualify don't just want you. They want multiple women. That's the cold hard reality. Hoe Math is being a lot nicer about it than I am.
It's nice. It's a nice way to put it.
I think the main
that's what I was
problem-
saying earlier about how you got to put things the way that people want to. I think that was during
Who
the
cares what
Q&A
she wants?
session.
I'm telling her the truth. Women in entertainment can never ever stay in long-term relationships with long guys, with normal guys.
Yeah.
They almost always have to date across or preferably above. But the men that are above want other bitches, and then these girls get
it is
mad and
more
say,
likely.
"Well, I'm a superstar. I should be the only one." Never works that way. He's gonna want other women. Well, I'm leaving. Okay, cool. Divorce. He goes and gets another girl that's 21 years old, just like Leonardo DiCaprio. She's older. Her standards have went up because she's older now. That no guy wants to commit. This happens all the time in show business with females. All the time.
Oh, showbiz.
I think more of the problem when it comes to dating, there's definitely a problem, but I think too many women, more so men too, people are dating people they don't really like, or are attracted to people that don't like them back.
Yeah.
And I think that's just it. Like, because you could attract the guy that you, and that makes a six figures, has a six pack, all that stuff. But the moment you don't like something about him, you're like gone.
Yep, because you feel like you can find something
Immediately.
else. Yeah.
It's only if you're not willing to
Yeah,
try to make it work. If you're
it's-
not wanting something long term, you're going to find something to be upset about. But if you really want to make it work, you'll try to get over those things. Like
Real
the ex.
bit, yeah.
I don't really get the
Yeah, if you want to make it work, though, which
Exactly.
is like, that's the thing
So
that's being
a you
affected is
thing.
whether.
It's like a personal.
And doesn't happen as often as you think it would.
Women initiate an overwhelming amount of the breakups and divorces.
Yeah.
It's not men that end it. It's always women.
Yeah, one
Almost
day they wake
always.
up.
So that means, like, women initiate most breakups, so women tend to be less satisfied in relationships because they end the breakups. But what I'm arguing is that they break up because they think they can do better. When a woman breaks up with you, what she's basically doing in her mind is, I'm betting against you. I can do better, so I'm going to leave this relationship. But the problem is, like I said before, you guys are shitty gamblers. Because you guys think that casinos open all night, but it's not. You got 10 years, 20 to 29. That's why the Somalian bitch is so angry, because we went ahead and hit some of the realities here. She's overweight, 29 years old. Her mom's telling her to get married, but she has this liberal agenda because she lives in fucking Toronto. Bunch of leftist retards over there. She thinks she can push the clock back, but she knows that she can't.
That's right.
Right? So this conversation obviously is very triggering, because I know that part of the world and how they think. They probably roast her every single time she has a family meeting.
No kids.
Why are you not married? Why don't you have
No
kids? What
husband?
the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
But she bought into the lie of what they say, like, oh, have fun in your 20s. But now she's starting to realize that's just coming back to hurt her, because it's going to get harder and harder as she ages and ages. And that's the reality. But we don't tell women the truth. We just tell them, oh, no, enjoy your 20s. Focus on your career. But what they don't realize is that career actually derails your ability to find a man in the future. Like her, for example. She's in soap business. Cooked. Every guy she deals with now is going to have to make money, be famous, or have something really good going for him, because her standards are going to go up, because she's around top tier guys all the time.
You have a very
It's
small
not
mind.
everybody.
investing in something-
It's not everybody, though.
You're investing in
It's not,
something that's
it's
not
not
going to invest
everybody,
in you
but
back.
that's
It's
kind
a
of.
high majority.
I am.
A job, period. Like so many women out here are pursuing jobs, making all this money, chasing the ladder, and it's just like they can fire you in an instant. Why not work for your man? Like, why don't you?
Wait, what?
Not everybody has the same like intentions behind what they do. Like, I'm not working to be rich and make a lot of money. If I wanted to do that, I would have done something completely different. I'm doing something because I want to actually make a difference in the world. That's my whole thing. I'm not, oh, I need money, I need to impress people. I'm literally doing it because I want to be a light.
Yeah.
Hoe Math.
I have a
So-
crazy
Can't do that.
story. I've survived.
I wasn't.
Be dead.
Yeah, I wasn't like arguing with Myron. We're not saying a different thing. We're just saying it in a very different way. Myron's being much more aggressive about it, but it's just like, yeah, just be aware that you're putting your pair bonding ability in a piranha pit in that industry. That's all.
Especially
I don't
if
even
you
think
get
she understood
older.
what you said.
No.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I did.
What did he say?
It's a piranha pit in there. Be careful.
But what did he say? What's going in the piranha pit?
What?
See?
He's saying the industry. Like,
No,
I
no,
need
no.
to be careful.
Well,
He
you're-
said something very
specifically
specific
what I
is
said
going
was-
into the piranha pit. What is going into the piranha pit?
Word for word. I don't know. Can you repeat the last 7 words I just said? Like what? I don't know word for. I know. I got the meaning of it. Is that?
I think she gets it.
Pair bonding.
No, she does. Man, you're too fucking nice, these girls. He said your ability to pair bond is going to be in a piranha pit, which means your ability to find men and actually bond to them
Exactly.
is going to be significantly hindered by your career choice.
Yeah, it's more likely to happen in that
did not
field.
understand it
I
'cause
don't
you
know
would've been able to
exactly what's
repeat it
going
if
on
you-
with you, but
You didn't understand it because you would have been able to repeat it when I said, what did he ask you?
Even I heard it.
What did he say? She didn't hear.
we're like good cop, bad cop.
She don't want to hear. There you go. Works perfectly.
No, but it's true. Like it's absolutely true. You work in show business as a female, cooked. Like I'm telling you, you're gonna have a lot of trouble with meeting men. Like it's always
This is
gonna.
your first rodeo. It's kind of hard once you get in that industry. Do you think women should have an equal vote as men?
Bro,
What
if
is
it
it
up to
for
me,
my question?
I don't think women should vote. I don't think they should be able to work. I think they should be staying at home and focusing on kids. I think a big problem, the reason why we have so many societal issues we have, is through feminism and through by letting women vote and be involved in the electoral process. Most women are retards politically. They vote for whoever's going to go ahead and allow abortion 9 out of 10 times. They don't really have a good grasp on politics.
I agree, women shouldn't, but do you honestly believe it's because we want to be out and working? We would rather be at home. I'm
yes.
saying a
Yes, what you
majority
guys
from
fought
people
for.
who I know
It's what you guys fought
that's
for.
been married before or like engaged. We would rather be at home, but that ain't the situation like it was back in grandpa days.
Hold on, but here's the problem. You only would rather be home now that you've entered the workforce and you understand what it's like to, by a fraction, by the way, what it's like to be a man. Now you guys want to be home, but too late. Feminism is here.
But I'm not saying for me as an individual. I'm saying for people that get wife up and get engaged to. We understand the importance of the woman. Everybody plays a role. I play the role within the house. He goes outside and work. Right now, I don't have to work. Like, it's the option for me to go and work because he works so much. But what I'm saying is it's not more men that's willing to just take care of one household. So we don't want to be out. Well, not saying for me because I don't have that option. But women would rather not have to go to a daily struggle, go get yelled at by a manager for what they not doing right besides a
Yeah,
man.
you're speaking from 2020 hindsight because you're 32 years old. But
2020. Well, maybe that's
you're 32
true.
years old.
'cause
You're speaking from hindsight. Young women are lied to and told feminism is great, work a job, make a bunch of money, and you can go ahead and find your husband at the end of the road. And the reality is that's not going to happen. If you pursue your career, you're going to have to be willing to forego a family and children.
I don't know about them. I'll be in the house. I'm a wife. I don't like to be outside if I ain't got to be outside.
But a lot of men these days
Just
also
not picking it
don't
up.
want to. Yeah, they're just like, no, we have to go 50-50. Like this is
Next rush.
Like it's changed.
It's like necessary at this point.
Yeah, but why do they say that?
Why they say
Please
that? I mean,
tell
I
me.
think it's
I'm asking her.
I think
I'm
it's
saying her.
necessary because they can't pay for it by themselves.
No, I'm asking her. Why are men?
right. I mean, men are a lot more feminized these days.
But
That's
why?
part of it
But why?
because women accept it. You want to go paint
You
your
guys
nails,
asked
baby?
for it.
Okay.
You guys asked
I
for
didn't
it.
ask for that.
No, I know. no. But what I'm saying is that women asked for that. You guys wanted equality, and now you're getting it, and you guys don't like it. That's what
Again.
feminism is equality.
Right. No, I got that.
So
So, like, for example, my brother says, oh, well, you know, a female wants to get mad at me for not opening the door. No, you want to be equal. Open your own damn door. Like, I get that. But I'm just saying, it's not us. It's not our generation that chose this.
But we stuck with the leftovers with people and unks that think it's okay to be a YN and you're 50.
well, the thing is that you guys want to be treated like ladies, but at the same time, you guys want to be treated like an equal, and that's just not how it works. If you want me to open a door for you and give you chivalry, then you're going to be beneath me, and I'm going to tell you what to do. Like, but the problem is that women want to be bosses, but at the same time, be pampered by a man. That's just not how it goes. The whole purpose of chivalry and being a gentleman is because men were supposed to be the authority and the leaders. But what we've effectively done is we tell women, oh no, you're equal to a man, but at the same time, you can also demand that the man treat you like a lady, and this just doesn't work. So what ends up happening is when you do find a guy, he believes in this egalitarian mindset, right? Like, oh yeah, let's go equal. And then girls are not attracted to that, unfortunately.
No, we're not equal. Like you see it now with
we ain't
that
equal.
one
I need my
Olympian
man.
transformer person
Yeah.
who is not allowed to compete now.
Yep. Well, the
Like-
problem is that a lot of women would
We're
have would argue with you if you said that. If you said men and women are not equal, a lot of women will have a problem with you saying that.
100%.
I agree there because they all bimbos online. Sometimes I see stuff.
Yeah,
and get
there's a lot of 'em.
frustrated. Because like as a wife, baby, I want him to go outside and work. I want to be inside the house. I want to be being a
And you
nurse,
guys are a little bit
nurturing
older.
to my
It's
kids.
worse now.
Baby,
The younger women are
outside
worse.
is ghetto. Yeah.
Women can do things
And
that
it's
men
great.
can't do, and men can do things that women can't do.
Everybody just gotta, like, when you first date somebody, if you're going on a date, everybody needs to know their place. So you can ask the question of, are you wanting to be married just so you can have a wife, or are you ready to be a husband? Because it comes with a lot. You gonna be crazy sometimes coming from work. I'm supposed to cool and calm you down, but also need to be safe at home.
To be honest,
that you don't have a million
there's really
reasons.
nothing women can do that men can't do except for have children.
My
No,
man
but we're
can't cook.
nurturers. Like guys aren't.
Okay.
There's a reason why the kids go to mom
But
and
men
not
can
to dad
technically
for
do that too.
They can, but who do they go to? I go to my mom. I don't go to my dad.
Well, single
Single fathers.
fathers tend to actually do better than single mothers.
For a reason. Just
Yeah, I mean, look,
I think because they're the disciplinarian.
no, women
I
just suck
agree
at
with that.
everything.
But the
No,
point is-
look, women just
Do you
simply
like
suck
men?
at everything.
Like I don't.
No, I'm just objective here. I'm just subjective, and I'm being very honest that women just aren't good at anything. I mean, if we're going to be honest, like the world was built by men. Everything that we have was built by men. The best cooks are still men. The best cleaners are still men. Like,
The best cleaners,
yeah.
the best cook.
Can I interject?
Modern sanitation was
Please.
created by men, not by women whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Men invented tampons to even allow you guys to work.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Well,
interject
the
one, just one thing?
See, this is. I know this is. I know this is an uncomfortable
Did you see
conversation to
that?
have.
What?
Look, I know
don't
this is an
think
uncomfortable
he
conversation to
read
have.
all his
But the
facts.
reality is, if we had to rely on female innovation, we'd still be living in caves and rubbing sticks together for fire. Women suck at everything.
Yeah, but we also
And
can
it's ugly.
jog at night and be nude in our house without getting attacked. So, what does that have anything
Why
to
do-
do
why
with
do
it?
men
You-
need us?
Men
I don't get what
have
that had
a
to do with his point.
no, I'm saying men have a purpose and women have a purpose. But to go ahead and say that a man can do a million things, I agree with you that a man raising a child is better than a single mom. I would agree with you there because he's not gonna always get it right. But at the same time, women are very important because if it wasn't for us, you would not
He
be.
never said you guys aren't important.
He's saying it's
See,
least
You
important.
got triggered.
that-
He never
that's
said
it.
that.
It's not
bro.
that. Go ahead, rewind the clip
That's the
because you
problem.
said
Y'all don't listen
something.
either.
We
See,
did
He said
listen.
that
this
men
is-
can do what
This
women.
is
Women
why.
can, but it's not a
this
need
is
for
why-
women. It is a necessity
This is
for women.
why. This is
He
why.
said it's
when
not
I
a
say the
need.
things that I say.
Not a need.
She went ahead and interpreted some crazy sin in her mind that I didn't even say. I said women really can't do anything better than men. That we can both actually do. Yeah, you guys can have kids, but if we can both actually compete in the thing, we are better than y'all in virtually everything. We sit here and make you guys feel better. Oh, well, women could do this, women could do that. It doesn't matter because men are better at anyway. So look, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but the truth is the truth. Men are better than women in almost every way. We're superior to guys.
I agree,
Hoe Math.
but also not all men. Like, so yeah, some men, but I feel like not
Okay.
all men. Like,
Hoe Math, go ahead.
like what? Like, can you do all the
Guess
things
y'all
that
are better
you're
at
like
sucking
giving? Yeah, like,
dick.
can
What's
you do a
that?
better at
What's
sucking
that?
They
dick?
know men.
What's that?
They know men.
Hold on. Good.
Right?
Good, bro.
Yeah, okay. I mean, there's definitely some truth to that. Like, men built everything. I did want to interject that women are great at graphic design. Like, now that we've built a world that has all this stuff in it, there is a lot of complexity. I also had something I wanted to. You guys are kind of noisy, but I guess that's the fun of it. I wanted to add that we were talking about voting, and I think that like the way that we structure voting right now is a huge part of the problem because it appeals to the individual rather than. I think things would be a lot better if voting was done by the father of an intact biological family with property, because that selects for people who basically just have their shit together, and that you don't want anyone else voting anyway.
But who's gonna protect the people that like don't have a voice? That's like the only concern I have.
Well, what protects them is that the people who actually care about society functioning are the ones doing the voting, and so society functions. And when
Father
people vote for their
protecting
own personal interests, it falls apart and no one's protected.
We gotta like try that out in like a high school voting system for student council or something first.
In layman terms, if you have skin in the game, you can vote, which women almost never have skin in the game because you guys don't contribute shit to society. Men have to go into select the service. Men have to potentially fight in wars. We could potentially get sent to wars by the commander in chief who you vote in. I find it's ridiculous that women could put a president in that will send us to war and the men have to go fight it and you guys don't. So that is why women should not vote. Selective service, skin in the game. He's using the family system, which I agree with that as well. That's a good way. The man basically represents the household. That's a good way to do it. But my thing is, it's ludicrous that we have representation from people that don't have skin in the game.
So we contribute nothing, but yet you have a whole podcast centered around degrading us. So clearly we're like you're a little bit bothered by us. So sometimes we're kind of contributing something.
They need us.
Like you need us to keep this podcast going.
They need us.
Let's go to Rumble.
Yeah.
They ain't that quite entertaining without us.
See, here's the thing. We run our own show with girls. This is just one of the types of shows that we do. And this show